to another me live streaming. Don't know how long I'm going to be on this time. Maybe not very long. Who knows? But I have once again come to you to ask you to watch me build Legions Imperialis figures. Of course, here's my mostly 90%, I would say, completed Warhound. And of course, you can't see them because I moved them, but all of my knights are ready to be primed and painted. I'm thinking I'm going to go with like a metallic green and maybe gold. And then here's another Warhound knight I've got that I'll be painting. I have noticed that they are very well. This one's got, it looks like a Volkite culverin and missile launcher. And I'm thinking I might take the missile launcher off and just put 2 Volkite culverins on. I think that might be the freaking hotness, or not. I don't know. But since it can have any, combo of weapons, right? I am wanting to get myself a pair of Knights Prosperos or whatever they're called. They're the really big, heavy knights. And if I get that, once I get that, then I will be able to field a 2,995 point army, which is pretty good considering, everything. I mean, people like to say that, in order to play this game, it costs like so much money, but that's not necessarily true, not necessarily true. If you know what you're doing and you watch how you spend, you can actually get an army together for a relatively inexpensive price. Afternoon, Big Vic. How are you, my homie? I hope you're doing very well on this glorious day, sir. I need to. All right. I am building, what you see here is pieces of Malcador tanks. Bear, calm down. Probably the next door neighbors going or coming home from work. He's a little yappy guy. So, Vic, how are you? What's new with you? How are things? I hope they're good. Yeah, so I've got a couple of Malcador tanks to put together, and I think I'm going to put them together with like just lasers, just lasers everywhere. Laser cannons in the sponsons, laser cannons in the turret, demolisher cannon on the hull, because come on, man, you need a way to tear down the enemy what's it called, defenses, or if you've got enemy infantry trying to hide, in a building or something. RPG Dad, what's up, homie? How you doing? But we're starting to get back to business as usual around here. Good to be home. I know I've been home for a couple days now, but the thing is I really love home. So I'm really glad to be home. Home is my favorite place. Working your butt off up there, eh? What are you dancing in a leather bar or something? What are you doing? I can sing songs for you. I can be like, his name is Big Vic. He is a dancer. Down at Dino's Bar and Grill, he gave all the guys a thrill. He'd do the cha-cha and the merengue. Hey, how you doing, Daniel? Good to see you, bro. Been a minute. Uh, you know, he worked from 9 to 4. His butt got very sore, but he was young and he's in love, so who could ask for more? Right? At the Copacabana. That's a thing I used to do in the army, is like I would sing songs, except I would always put like one of the squad mates in the song and never in a flattering way. It was always in like oh, there was a debacle yesterday. Look, the first thing I'm going to tell you, Vic, is you need to stop using all those big words, right? I mean, I know that you're trying to impress somebody, but come on, bro. Take it easy, man. I'm from Kentucky. A debacle. So I don't know what debacle you're talking of, and I'm not gonna like try to pry it out of you in case it's a personal thing, But I will say this: I hope that you get it straightened out quick, because debacles don't seem like a good thing. In a bar. Oh, did you beat somebody up in a bar, Vic? Is that what happened? You were like hanging out in a bar and decided to beat somebody up? Or since you're a really tall guy, were you in a bar and like some really, really short dude decided to try to pick a fight with you because, you know, that happens. I've seen it happen, you know? Like the guy with the Napoleon complex decides he's got to beat the shit up out of the biggest guy in the bar, and it's like, dude, just leave me alone. I'm sitting here with my friends having a drink, right? I mean, this don't gotta be stupid. And then most of the time, yeah, it ends up it does have to be stupid because that's just the way some people are. And you're just like, well, whatever. I'm putting together these tiny little tanks. The tanks are very small, like this one here, and yet they have very, very many parts. It's like, you know, which is fine with me because I actually do kind of enjoy building models way more than painting them. So, oh, had a crankcase, a air filter. Yeah, yeah, that's not fun. That is not a fun time, but it's all good, right? You got through it. It's all good in the hood. Okay. Reactive armor on these tanks, dude. This is like 30K, dude. I don't know if they know what reactive armor is actually. You know? I mean, if you look really close at these, and these are Malcadors, so they're kind of the heavier battle tank of the Imperial Guard. I mean, these dudes are riveted together and shit. So, I mean, anybody who knows anything about tanks knows that more tank crews in World War One and World War II were killed by rivets than they were by the actual tank getting hit. Because, I mean, a round hits the outside of the tank and the rivets pop through and come whipping around in there like little 9mm rounds. So, yeah, that's why a lot of people early on during the Second World War realized that cast or welded holes were the way to go. But early on, you had a bunch of welded or riveted shit. Well, yeah, they're modern, and you know, the Israelis invented that shit, and I guess the Russians decided to jump on it. You know, but the Imperium, they don't seem to worry about it as much. Besides, I'm not 100% sure that reactive armor would do you even the slightest bit of good against like a big ass laser cannon, you know. I mean, so the laser cannon hits reactive armor, the reactive armor explodes, the laser keeps going. So, you know. Yeah, people want to believe that, but I'll tell you what, if you go online and you look up the right videos, and granted, maybe it's propaganda, you will see flat car trains loaded to the gills with T90s moving from one place to another. So I don't think the Russians are at all out of tanks. And the last breakdown I watched from someone I actually trust, um, Russia and Ukraine during this current war, they're about neck and neck when it comes to casualties, with the Ukrainians coming out on top at 1 point something to 1 point something. So, yes, the Ukrainians have killed a lot more infantry than, well, not a lot more. The Ukrainians have killed slightly more infantry than the Russians have. But then when you compare vehicles destroyed in theater of action, it's like 3-1 in favor of the Russians. The Russians have killed way more Ukrainian vehicles than the Ukrainians have managed to take out from the Russians. So um, don't ask me what exactly all that means for the war, but yeah, the Ukrainians are losing a lot of vehicles, and I think, I don't know. I'd have to look up my sources again. I know they were really close to losing Pokrovsk and another city north of it that I can't pronounce. Maybe they're still holding on, though. I mean, I will give the Ukrainians this. I mean, they are tough guys. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, they're tough, and they are fighting as well as they can be expected to fight. But as I've said a billion times, and I will keep saying to everybody, unless another country actually sends ground troops into Ukraine, Ukraine cannot win and absolutely will not win. And that's the simple thing. And of course, the EU and us and everyone else, I mean, we'll talk about sending them more this and more that, but we're not going to go over there and actually die. And the poor Ukrainian military has gotten to the point to where they no longer have the manpower to actually guard their front line, let alone use any of the equipment we're talking about sending them. So it's just a big bunch of, it's a big whatever. I mean, every now and then do some kind of non-conventional war thing, like they'll attack the bridge to Crimea or something, and everyone will get super excited about it. But if you look at the rate of territorial exchange, it's like, okay, Ukraine attacked the bridge. That's cool. Russia pushed the line another 25 kilometers west. That's not cool. If you're pro-Ukrainian, Definitely not.
Cool. What's up?
Hey, Bear, how you doing?
I'm good.
Breezes up. You're good? Good.
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm just doing a little thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got 50 M1A2 Abrams, which is really cool. But they've also got Russia's got like 5 of them sitting in the square in Moscow that have been captured, which is not really cool. And again, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. They're running out of men. They literally just don't have enough men to use the equipment that Western nations are sending them.
They should call Shadow. He knows where to get men.
So the new meme has you as Deebo stealing Shadow's chain.
What is Deebo?
From Friday.
Oh, that thing. Yeah,
the big bully, you know, that comes up and says, "What you got on my drink, homie?" Nice.
I downloaded it. I haven't watched it yet.
He steals the chain. Well, Shadow and me are standing there, and we're looking really afraid, and you're like towering over us, and you're like, "Hey, yo, Shadow, that's a nice chain you got."
Let's play Friday the RPG Shizzle edition. Is that Felicia sitting there beside Shadow?
And that's Felicia sitting there. She's probably out there begging to borrow something. And we're all like, no.
Let's play Brokeback Bunnies and Burrows. Well, there they go. Gonna stay up
there
and watch
they go.
Again, Shadow.
That one's a little targeted, I think.
Yeah.
Lower the enlistment age to 18. Vic, I don't know if you know this or not, homie, but Armia Ukrainsky has been drafting dudes up to 50. So yeah. They can't. There's nothing else they can do. I mean, over 2 million Ukrainian men have fled the country rather than be conscripted into the military. Or like 2 million, mostly to Poland. So no, it's a manpower issue. Right now, Russia is fighting the war that we all know they're good at, which is, ground and pound, attrition. And while, like I said, statistically, the Ukrainians are killing as many Russians as they're getting casualties themselves, the Russians are running away with the KD ratio on vehicles and tanks. So, and again, just to reiterate for everybody, I think the war is horrible and I wish it would end. But
no, I agree with you on that. Hi, Shadow.
Shadow.
Nice chain, Shadow.
Yeah, Shadow, watch your chain. Bear's around, he will steal your chain.
Apparently.
Oh, one of my bros just showed up. My brother. The crayon eater.
So that means you have to go talk to your brother, yes?
No, not right away. But yeah, I got a brother that loves crayons.
So he's a Marine.
And here he is. Oh, here he is. Yeah, the crayon eater. What's up? His MOS was 11 berm. We let him go first and get whacked, and then we use him as cover while we advance to win the war. I got all the Marine jokes over here. But Bear, shut the hell up. My phone, the speaker on it is like the mic is broke. That's why I called you like 3 times and you kept being like, hello, and I can't hear you, blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah, because my phone broke.
Yeah, well.
Where are you showing me?
Just so you know, I have the Army training manual.
U.S. Army Survival Guide, page 1, Call the Marines. Get out here. In World War II, the best Marine regiment was the 77th Army Division. Even the Marine officers said that. So get out here, you silly Marine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean,
that's why when y'all retreated in Korea, we had to recover all your gear on our way back.
You were retreating too.
No, we didn't. We turned around and advanced in the opposite direction.
You hear this shit? They didn't retreat. They're advancing in the opposite direction.
And we picked up all y'all's broke down shit that y'all left.
Hey, I ain't got time for this shit. We're talking
James,
about how Bear's going to rob Shadow's chain.
James, is it not true that Army stands for ain't ready for the Marines yet?
Oh my God, Bear jumps in.
You're
Bear
welcome.
jumps in, both feet. Ain't ready.
I asked you if that's true or not. That's all I asked you. I'd heard. It's what I heard. So I was asking for confirmation or denial.
It is true that on average, your typical average everyday Marine is better trained than your typical average everyday Army guy. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Yeah,
The
but
difference
Russians are not
is,
being affected by the sanctions, Daryl, because they're trading with China and
yeah, sanctions aren't going to
Pakistan
do
and
shit. Good luck with those sanctions.
and Russia doesn't need trade because within their own territory they produce everything they need to survive.
Yep, they are a self-sufficient country that is making billions upon billions, maybe even trillions of dollars selling gas and oil to India and China. Which is why Trump was super mad at the Indian president, because he's like, "What the f, dude?" But Modi's like, "Hey, I mean, cheap gas is cheap gas. Sorry, you know." So it is what it is. I mean, that is one of the Trump's not super successes was India. Because as much as he's trying to get them to stop buying Russian oil, they were like, "Yeah, no, we're going to keep doing that." And I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, you know, the Chinese are extra smart because they buy all the Russian liquid petroleum and then they like sell it to Europe at like a markup. So, you know, so even though the Europeans are talking about we're getting away from Russian oil, they're still burning Russian oil. It's just they're buying it from China instead of Russia. And like I said, this whole thing, it's a big mess up. Now, M1A2s to bring up, we're sending 50 M1A2s to them. They are very good tanks. Very, very good tanks. But you know what kills most tanks in that theater of action? Freaking drones. Or some dudes hidden in a tree line with an ATGM. It's not like they're having like tank battles all the time. You know, it's not like Kursk or the one in Iraq, East Force something something or whatever. It's like you got a tank rolling down the road and a couple of jackasses with like an ATGM and a wood line whack it, and then that's just it. Or drones, you know, hit it, and you know, and then it's dead, and it's like, well, that sucks. I can tell you this: thank God that shit didn't exist when I was in, because I don't know, man. You got some dudes sitting like way back behind enemy lines driving airborne drones into you, you know? They're basically like human control guided missiles just coming at you. That would suck.
I said that to my friend in like the 80s. I said, this is the future of air warfare. And he told me I was full of shit.
Yeah, Daryl, to answer your question, even when the Russians win, they don't give a shit about their losses. That's the thing. You're like, will it make up for the losses? They don't care. The Russians have never cared. In the entire history of that country, they've never cared. Like when they went to war with England, France, and Turkey and everybody else, they didn't give a shit. And they lost that war, but they kept Sevastopol. Right? And when they went World War I, didn't care. World War II, didn't give a shit. Every war. I mean, you know, they lost so many men in Afghanistan and Chechnya. I mean, it's like, damn, you know. And did they care? No. See, America, we don't like the idea of losing men. Because, I mean, you know, we're a democracy and moms would get super pissed off and it ended up being a bad thing, right? But Russia is a totalitarian state. So they can do what they want, you know. And also, I mean, yeah, they don't care. I think that's what a lot of people just don't get about Russia. They go into every battle expecting to lose half of their dudes. It's just like, you know, that's where that saying, I guess, comes from. The whole, in Russia, life is not enjoyed, it's endured. You know, which is kind of horrible, but it is what it is, you know. Asking for a friend. Yeah. Yeah, the new meme has me scared and Bear still in your chain, Shadow. Bear's a big white pasty Deebo, and he's coming for that chain because he needs a 40.
All right, let's slow down for a second. I am big, I am white, but I have never been pasty. I have a nice pink glow to my skin.
Okay. Okay, fine. I mean,
That's
I
a
consider all
fucking-
you white guys to be kind of pasty.
All you white guys as opposed to you white guys?
You seem to forget that I'm a person of color, sir.
You seem to forget everyone's a person of color because white is a color.
Yes, but I mean, officially, according to the universities, people with Slavic blood in them are people of color. I know.
Well, if I literally have Danish ancestry, therefore I have Viking ancestry, therefore I am connected to the Slavs. But beyond all of that, this joke is tired.
It is tired, but it's still fun.
No, it's not. Only to you. That's what makes you a troll.
That is true. My wife would agree.
It seems like your wife and I would have a lovely cup of tea together.
I think you would, because she's very, very easy to get along with. And even if she has strong opinions about stuff, she never really argues with anybody about it. She's of the opinion that she just likes to keep her opinions to herself most of the time.
You know what? God bless her.
Yeah, I agree.
We could all take a fucking lesson from her.
Yeah, I agree with that. She, yeah, I mean, but then again, she works in the corporate world where it's dog eat dog. And if you say anything at all out of bounds, I mean, you could end up just, you know, being escorted out of the building. You know how that is. So,
well, you know, if I knew that when I worked in the corporate world, I'd still be working in the corporate world. Anyway, what was I going to say? They fixed the print issue on Valorous. Go get yourself a copy. My copy arrived today. It looks great. $20. You can't go wrong. It's an awesome game.
awesome.
Amazon.com. Valorous.
I will do that.
The heroic fantasy role-playing game. It'll be amazing. And for $20, less than a pizza, you'll get years of entertainment out of it.
Well, as soon as my money comes in,
My
I
money.
have cash, but I don't have the money I want to take out of my account, because I always leave an amount in my account
Yeah,
just
it's a
in
smart
case
move.
something happens, you know.
It's a very
Like,
smart
I
move.
put money in my pocket. If I could buy it cash, that would be nice, right? You know, but
I'm trying to work on the deluxe shadow edition. I just have to put together the rules for hunting and capturing males.
Filipino males.
There are no Filipinos in the world, so I have to find like a substitute race for them.
Oh, well, there's got to be something that's like cute.
Well,
And little-
there are sort of Mesoamerican type people, so I think those
There
would
you
be
go.
the ones
That's
you'd go
close
for.
enough.
Yeah.
Right.
But those rules are really kicking my ass because how do you play test that really? You know,
I mean, who in your world would most be
Hey,
a
Doc.
cool boy?
Shadow, just Shadow.
No, I mean, as a race, who would be most
Well,
likely to be a
There
fool?
are no pools, as it's a medieval fantasy society and not a Renaissance or Victorian society. So again, I don't know, a lake boy maybe. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I'm pretty sure the Incas and the Aztecs had pools.
Well, then I guess that'll be them again.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I think one of their gods they actually worship by drowning people in pools. Tlaloc. Not that you necessarily have Aztec gods. Hey, Double D, how you doing, homie? And there's Doc. Gang's all here.
Yeah, put the link up. Let's get these motherfuckers in here.
Oh, geez. So aggressive. I am building some. I know they look like Malcadors, but they're not. I already finished the Malcadors. I am building some. What is the name of these?
Why is it every time you guys describe some miniature like Malcadors or whatever, it always sounds like some crappy fucking chocolate bar I get at the dollar store?
Well, the Malcador is named after the Emperor's best friend, whose name was Malcador, the Sigilite.
And where did they steal that from?
Probably the Bible, because 40K steals everything from the freaking Bible. But right now I'm putting together it starts with a D, and they're the infantry carriers for the Imperial Guard. Because they didn't have chimeras in the 30th millennium or some shit. I don't know.
Well, I'm going to go make coffee while you talk about Warhammer.
All right. All right. You heard him, guys. It's time for some Warhammer. Let's just talk nothing but Warhammer. Give me that Warhammer. But anyway, yeah. I got to take care of some stuff. Yeah, man. But yeah, I've just been building my Legions Imperialis army. I finished the Knight army as far as build it. I will still need to paint it. And that worked out pretty well. It might actually be my largest army points-wise, even though figure-wise it's very small, because literally it's like 14 figures. But Double D, is your show tonight, or I think it's tonight, right?
You're not an Indian. You're a liar.
Oh, goodness.
Cheddar or Swiss?
Shadow. Well, there's the doc. We can be like, what up, doc?
That was me telling you that I should almost be there.
Hey y'all, how goes?
Good. Good. I prefer blood for the blood god.
Talking about that, I was wrong on something.
Everybody with the blood.
Mm-hmm. What were you wrong on, bro?
Even though all the advertising material, all the promotional material,
Yeah.
For Bloodlines 2 shows the main character being split female-male.
Okay.
Character creation is open.
Okay.
You are the specific character fire, but you make the character male, female, whatever you want.
I'm just not feeling it, homie. I'm sorry.
Guess what one of the playable clans is?
Giovanni.
Sombra.
Oh, the Sombras are cool. I'm just not, I don't know. How you doing, Double D? What's up, man?
What's up, James? How you doing, boys?
I'm doing pretty good. Bear left to get coffee because I was talking about 30K.
And you are correct. Tonight is the show every Wednesday, James. 7 p.m.
Wednesday. Okay. Well, I wasn't sure today was Wednesday, so
You're living that pampered lifestyle.
Hey D&D, what's up?
What's up, Doc?
well, it's not pampered. It's just that I've been back and forth to Gainesville like twice in the last 3 weeks for a kind of a setting with somebody who was on hospice, and then later
Oh, geez.
funeral. And
Sorry to hear that.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, then again, the old lady was like 94, great old lady, but we should all be so lucky, you know what I mean, to live to 94. So then the wife, because she's practically a saint, unlike me, drug me up there to help her brother deal with, the passing and everything. And because it's her stepmom, but her older brother, half brother's mom. So, I mean, that was the story, sleeping in hotels, running around trying to, be helpful or whatever. And
My sister lives in Gainesville.
God, I hate it for her. That is the worst place ever. I even made a
Well, they were
postcard.
coming from Lake City, so that was like kind of a step up.
It's
I
like
was just in Lake City today.
Oh, really?
Yes, getting very bad news.
Uh-oh.
That was very bad news.
My $300 to $500 replacement of my partial is now turning into a $7,500. I need all these teeth taken out and actual posted dentures put in.
Wow.
That
It
is
turns
not-
out they're all hideously infected. They're like, if you didn't take this care of this, you'll be dead in 5 years. So it's like,
No,
okay,
yeah,
well,
it causes a heart attack.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll probably do that then. So now I got to figure out how the hell. I'm
Sounds
coming up
like a
with that.
plan. Do you have dental at the Chick in Auschwitz?
Yeah, but dental insurance in general is garbage. It's
Oh, well,
basically
my
a
country
coupon.
too, but at least you have something to offset some of that cost,
Yeah,
right?
I might save $300.
Wow,
Also,
that's really shit dental.
yeah.
I don't know,
Just
though.
pay what you can. Seriously, just say, hey,
He's gonna let
this is
me
all I
do
can
it in-
afford you. I'll give you
Yeah.
$50 a month for.
He's going to
the
let me do it
foreseeable
in
future.
installments, but this.
Oh yeah, no. I
basically-
I always love that about dentists, right? You finish your dental work out and they hand you a bill and they expect you to pay right away. You don't have to under law. You have 90 days to pay that invoice. You can walk out the fucking door. What are they going to do? Put the bad tooth back in? Like,
Well, not only that. I mean, you can just look. They'll take any money over none. I mean, once they've done, like you said, once you've done the service, you can't. You have them sort of over the
Unfortunately,
barrel.
this
so.
is like you're going to be like a 5-trip thing, so I'm going to have to at least keep.
Yeah.
pretend. Yeah, no.
up.
Hey, Robert,
In-
Dad,
in
bring
my
them a couple of bring them like a pie. On this trip,
I brought you chickens.
in my experience, dentists typically will work with you for sure.
Yeah, he seemed like a
Doctors will, too,
decent
if you
dude.
talk to
I'll
him.
figure something out.
It depends if the doctor you're talking to has like an office manager, at which point, who knows?
Yeah.
I hate dealing with doctors with office managers because at that point, it's like the doctor's working for the office manager.
Run, shadows
You
here.
know, it's a
Lock
lot
up your
harder to
sons.
work anything out with these people. And
Yep,
and
broke
plus,
back.
I've got a personal beef with my local office manager anyway, because anytime I miss an appointment, they charge me $25. But when they cancel appointments on me, they never like refund me any money.
That is true.
Yeah,
If you're
that's,
taking time off of work or something like that, you might be, you're using up a paid time off day.
Yeah, that's not even bad. A lot of them will charge you the full visit.
Right? It's
Yeah.
like I'm like, my
Well, I
time-
see it from their point of view because they probably get low lives who just cancel willy nilly, cancel 5 appointments in a row, and that is money for them. But
yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
but hang on. My old dentist, she always had a waiting list for appointments, and you'd get a call. Hey, someone didn't show up. Can you be here in 10 minutes? And there was always someone that was like, and if you said, let me
Yeah.
think about it, you're fucked, because by the time you call her back to say, yeah, I secured a ride, she's already said, sorry, someone took the slot. Right?
yeah,
So
I've been in that
I
position
have
too.
no fucking sympathy for these cunts. Zero. Listen, I know you guys are all super American, freedom, liberty, blah, 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 bing, bing, bing. I get it. But I'm also a big fan of just a little bit of government fucking oversight on things like, you want to charge people $25 for missing an appointment? No, you can't do that. That's fucking horse shit. Now it's the law. Fuck you. Like, I want that type of government.
You don't have to
oversight.
pay
Not-
it though. You can just ignore it.
No, but then they'll put it in collections, and in your country, collections, and in my country, collections are different beasts. That's the
Well,
problem.
here's the thing, though, Bear.
Yeah.
Unlike our country, which does do some effed up things, your country can offer to kill you.
Exactly. Listen, we have an option for you right now. We can do a crown for 1,100. We can do an extraction for 200. Or have you thought about medical assisted suicide?
Yeah,
The
That'll
Zyklon
handle
B shower.
That'll take care of that toothache real fucking quick.
because what do they call it, made.
Medical assisted I don't know, in denial of humanity. I don't know what the fuck.
Death sentence. Death sentence.
Yeah, medically is
That would be MADS, not MAIDs. Thank you, Shadow, for showing you don't know how to spell. We appreciate that.
You know that the whole medically assisted suicide was something I was actually for a long time like in favor of. It's like, oh, if somebody's dying and they're in horrible state. And then when I saw how it was implemented in Canada, I'm
Oh,
like,
no. Okay, let me read
No.
as a Canadian. Let me say, as I point at my mug that says Canada on it, let me say that I'm fully in favor of the concept of the right to choose to die. And I know religiously you guys get upset about that, but I'm not saying. I think if you are suffering, you have the right to choose to end your life. The problem I have is the implementation the Canadian government has chosen to use about it. It's a great law to have on the books. It's a great option for people like my buddy's mom. She was suffering with cancer. She beat cancer. It came back. It went to her bones and her organs. She was in her 70s, late 70s, early 80s. And she said, I'm not going through this again. I'm not doing all this fucking treatments. I'm not going through the sickness. I'm not doing any of it. And she chose the MAID option. I respect that. That's respectable. It's when they're offering it to people as alternatives for proper care, that's where I have a problem.
completely
Like
treatable
Because they
thing.
have a financial interest in it.
Things that are completely treatable. How about the veteran in a wheelchair who's been trying to get a ramp built at her
Oh,
house
I
for
heard
10
about
fucking
that.
years, and they sent her a MAID option instead? Well, instead of a ramp, have you thought about suicide? Like, what the fuck, Canada? That's what
See,
I
the
have a
good
I
problem.
heard
thing-
about that. That was fucking evil.
The good thing about 30K is all you got to do is talk shit about the emperor and somebody will take care of the 30 anyway.
No, that's where that works out well. I already have a cup of coffee, so I don't know what I can fuck off and get. But go ahead and talk about Warhammer, boys. I'll go check on my chili in the slow cooker. Go ahead.
Oh, you make the chili? Nice, man. It's good
Yeah,
time
I
to
try-
do chili.
I tried something different this time, which is I was watching a guy doing chili, and he suggested putting like a quarter cup of cream in just to sort of give it a little bit more. And I tried it, and it looks good. We'll see how it tastes.
Well, you were probably watching The Frenchman because they do put cream in everything.
He was not French, but
Locally
thank you for your intolerance of others, sir.
That wasn't intolerant. That was, I know a little bit about.
I know you're probably watching a Frenchman. I think when you use the term Frenchman, you're already on the rails. You know what I
I'll
mean?
get it. Thank you, though. But
So, what's your topic tonight, Double D?
Oh, looking at some of the D&D historians. One of them has like a crowdfunder out there, so I'll just
Which
pull
one?
up a bunch of his. That Shannon Applecline.
Oh, okay, I thought it was
No,
Got
gonna
the
be his
4-volume
name,
one. Evil Hat is doing it, so that should tell you
What's
something.
up, Bruce?
well,
I you know what? I don't know about that, but I do know that Jason Tondaro absolutely. I was shocked by what he put out. Given that this guy used to be one of the best superhero commentators for comics and superhero RPGs I ever saw, seeing what he wrote just to get a paycheck, essentially that's how I felt. Like, this is, I could be completely wrong, but to make that political type of commentary in your intro, I'm like, that smells of paycheck. But I don't know, man. Everyone's got a price for the $1 million
It could be
man.
the publishers too. That is one of the most captured industries out there right now.
That's fair too.
I love what Chris Lee said. He's like, I showed up at the wrong time. Teeth is a sore subject for us British. Hey, you can't laugh at yourself. I mean,
I hate puns, but that was a good one. Well done, quickly.
yeah. Can't laugh at yourself, then I don't know what you're gonna do.
Live next to the Americans. We'll do it for you.
And get laughed at by them.
Sure,
That
sure,
don't seem better.
absolutely, sure.
That don't
You
seem
got
bad.
it. You've got the finger on the pulse, my friend.
I got my thumb right up the ass of what's going on.
That's true. You do. You are taking our temperature with your thumb.
Hey,
I wanted to add something to the incredibly morbid maid thing, though.
What's that?
The U.S. kind of has it. But how it works in the U.S. is you go on hospice, and then nurse shows up and hooks you up to a morphine pump and then leaves. And if you really want to exit this world, all you got to do is hit that button a bunch of times, and you will.
Oh, James, we went through
with
that with my
Tom.
mom in January. Like she had pretty much decided, she was 80, 88, and she's like, I don't want to live anymore. So we called hospice, and they're like, we'll give you a very good death. And then, they were very open. We all talked about it openly. And I mean, it wasn't like a pump, but it was like a bottle of like morphine there that we were like to administer to her, whenever
Yeah.
she needed it. So it ended up being the exact same thing. And the thing is, those people, they can tell, they're like, yes, you're about 2 weeks away, you're about 3 weeks away, just by the way things are going. So yeah, you are sort of right. It is kind of an unofficial made.
Well, just pray it doesn't become official, because in Canada, when it becomes official, you can't pay your phone bill. Have you thought about killing yourself? Like, that's how it works. Clearly,
Well,
you are
one
under
thing-
great distress.
That
Yeah.
one of my chiefs told me
Crazy.
when I was going through paramedic school, Double D, was if you ever run up on a patient and they tell you I'm dying, they probably are. It's like, I don't mean to make it like kind of scary, but when you run up on a patient and they look you in the eyes and tell you they're dying, 9 out of 10 times.
Oh, shit, James, I wanted to tell you something you might be interested in. Do you remember the guy Pink Minis Live?
Bill? What?
Pink
Bill?
Minis Live.
Yeah,
Bill.
Bill.
Yeah, Bill. So I didn't see him at Claricon. I'm like, oh fuck, I hope he's okay. I sent him a message saying, hey man, didn't see you at Claricon. We were very, everyone was asking about you. What's going on? He's in firefighter school right now. He sent me a bunch of pictures from firefighter school.
Well, that's
In
awesome.
Canada or in America?
America. He's American, son.
I don't
I think he's in
Canadian.
Michigan. No, Bill Payment Live is in America. I think he's in Michigan or something, or maybe.
Oh
Canada.
God,
I don't know.
man. Michigan would be a tough place to be a firefighter.
He was supposed to make me a custom miniature case with our logo. Once we got a logo, now we got a logo. So thank you for reminding me.
Reach out to him. Yeah, but so I thought you'd care to know that someone is in your footsteps.
I do care to know. I just pray to God he's not in Detroit or freaking Flint.
No. He's not. He's not in Detroit. He's. I don't know where he is. I can't remember. He's somewhere in the States because he came up for Claricon. So he's in America.
Well, I mean, if he lives in Michigan, coming up to Claricon's like, well, I guess I'll drive across this bridge, drive a couple miles over here.
Depending what part of Michigan you're in, you're presuming he's in the Upper Peninsula. He could be. I think he is actually near Grand Rapids.
Rancheros, which is a fancy way of saying eggs and salsa.
Yes, it is.
Which I love salsa on everything, though.
Salsa does just mean sauce, right? Like we're all clear on that.
It's just Spanish for sauce.
Yeah, it's like non is bread, so you don't say non-bread.
Of Double D's take on Critical Role.
Yeah, we'll be doing a little of that tonight.
What's your take? I'm just curious if it dovetails with mine.
My take on Critical Role? It's very faggy.
All right, so it doesn't quite dovetail with mine, but we're close. We're close.
Yeah,
We need to bring that word back. Just saying.
Well,
We do?
it's already back. Go on X. I mean,
You want to be called that again at the grocery store, Shadow? Okay, man, if you want. Man, Shadow's the faggiest fuck I ever saw in my life. In fact, we're making a new Scooby-Doo and we're casting you as Faggy, the one who hangs out in the van and says, oh no, guys, oh, my pants fell off. Oh.
It's the birthright of any Gen
Ask for
Xer to
Shadow
call and be
because
called.
He is typecast
Absolutely.
now, and I don't like it.
Who is typecast now? Shadow?
Yeah.
Look at him.
In every meme, he's the
Yeah,
guy
blowing in the wind. Come
The
on.
hair blowing in the wind, the black leather vest, the big silver cross. I mean, come on, the fucking point. I mean, come on.
I'm just saying,
What?
I
I
don't
missed
need
the
to
last
talk
part.
to the meme maker and be like, look, can we have Shadow not be gay in at least one meme every now and then? I mean, he's my bro, man. Come on. Help him out.
I don't give a fuck.
I know you don't care, but I kind of do.
I appreciate that.
I'll even take the hit. He can depict me as a homo once or twice. I don't care. It don't matter. But it's like you every time. Plus,
that's
you're
why
worse
people
because you're
still
always
think
trying to
it's disgusting.
convince me and Bear to be gay too.
No. Whoa.
Oh, remember with the guys in the pond, and you and I are like, no way. And Shadow's like, hold on, guys. Let's
Hear me out.
Hear me out.
Hear me
Yeah.
out, guys.
His memes are funny, but
He has the best hair amongst us. He has the only hair amongst us. What are you talking about, Rambo?
That's true. You can't see me, but I had a young lady steal all my hair yesterday.
and D's always wearing a hat, so who knows?
Oh no, he's got hair.
I gotta admit, he is starting to take on that sort of Green Arrow look, with the
Yeah, his
facial hair.
beard's coming in.
Well,
very
be careful because Green Arrow is a rich liberal
Is
from
he?
Seattle.
Well, aren't they all though? I
No.
think that's just how it works now.
No, he's specifically that. Like they write since the 70s, they've always been writing him as the
Really?
super lefty socialist of the heroes. That's if you read the entire Green Lantern, Green Arrow series from the 70s, Neil Adams, all that. That's what a lot of the stories are about. Is about them dealing with social issues and conservative
was
Hal
getting-
Jordan.
All you got to do is watch the freaking TV show that was on.
Yeah,
and
it
you
was
get-
horrible.
That's how they are. I
It
mean,
wasn't
they're-
horrible. It was there was really good episodes. Of it. It
Mediocre.
got bad. It got bad.
well. Anywho,
Like
I
all that
never
CW
did pull the
shit.
trigger on the Longbow Hunters omnibus. Now I guess I'll just wait.
Oh no, Longbow Hunters is a fantastic fucking story because there's nothing political in it.
Oh, really? Okay. Good to know. Hey,
I
hey,
will
Double
say
D,
this, Double D. I did a video about the thing a day or two after you did. I waited a while because I wanted your video to get seen as much as it was before I made a video about the Critical Role thing. And man, I never thought it could be more lame. And they proved me wrong. It's like I miss Matt Mercer now.
I
I'm
do,
all-
yeah.
I'm
I gotta
so
say,
hard.
he was a lot better.
What
like,
was
this
the
new
show
guy
that
is
this Brandon
cheaper.
guy used to do? What was his show
Huh?
called?
Dimension 20.
Yeah, I watched that once, like 5 years ago or whatever, and I was like, "Fuck no!" Click. I'm moving on. Oh, hey, look,
Plus,
Acquisitions
as a guy who
Incorporated did
loves
something.
to
Let's watch that.
Fancy
you know?
myself a person who can read people by posture. I really felt like Matt was just pissed off that whole show.
Yeah, body language. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I mentioned that to you, Double D. I was like, I've seen that look on my wife's face when I've done something really bad.
Yeah.
When the arms cross a certain way and they're looking,
Oh, yeah.
and you're like, oh,
First sign.
yeah.
It's like the body
I mean,
language.
think about
101.
it, right? He's no longer the GM, so he's not in charge of the table, and his wife's flirting with other people. You know,
He's
you
lost
know,
control of literally everything.
Can you say cuck? You know, like
At least Orion Akaba's not there because he would
Why
act
did-
on it.
Why did everybody hate him so much? I never watched those like back then, so I don't know why
I
there's
don't
a
think
hatred.
anyone actually really does hate him.
He was just on drugs. I mean, you can
Oh,
tell when
they
you
hate
look
him.
when you look at some of those early episodes. Like
Yeah, he's a junkie.
he was on drugs. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a junkie.
He's a junkie, wasn't just high.
Well, when you're
Uh,
high every time you see a person, that means they're probably a junkie.
He was wired. He was wired. He wasn't like it
He
wasn't.
wasn't
like,
just blowing a joint before he went into the
no,
game.
no. He was wired.
No, yeah, this guy was either on the white powder or the meth crystals. He was doing
Mm,
something.
He was in LA.
Probably
Yeah,
coke.
yeah.
All right, I gotta bug out. I gotta get ready for tonight.
Oh, hey,
Nice
before you
talking.
go,
Yeah,
before you
yeah.
go, dude, I've been trying
Yeah.
since you got here. You got to go check out the Ardo and Portal to Adventure Kickstarter because
I already backed it. Already backed it.
Okay.
I met those guys at Central New York. CNY
Okay,
Con.
they're great guys.
Oh yeah,
talked to them
absolutely.
today.
Yeah, I
You're
love
gonna love
talking
it.
to them.
You're gonna love it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
did.
gonna
I
be
did the
pretty
whole Arduino section. I
When?
got it. I got everything there. So.
Oh no, I thought you had them on the show. You got to have them on the show, dude.
Oh, yeah, are they
I'll
on
make it
Twitter?
happen.
Are they on X?
They're on everything. I'll talk to them and I'll have them reach out to you.
Have them reach out to me on X. Yeah, I'll definitely have them on. Yeah, I like those guys. Yeah, for
They're
sure.
the best.
Well, Double D, I appreciate you hopping in, and of course, I'll probably be dropping in on you later
Say hello.
to say
Good
hello.
seeing you, man. Catch you later.
See you, boys.
Take care, man.
Take
Yeah.
care. See you, Bert.
But yeah, I share the same opinion as Double D on them. They've just got lamer than they already were.
Well, I'm
And
still
that's
of the
sad
mindset
because
that
they
like
were already
that-
pretty lame.
well, I'm also of the mindset that people give them way too much credit for the resurgence of D&D. I have always said Stranger Things and Big Bang Theory and Community did, and Rick and Morty and all that did way more for the expansion of D&D into the modern zeitgeist than Critical Role, because the average fucker in fucking Alabama wasn't watching Critical Role, but might have been watching those other shows and saw D&D. And went,
Precisely.
oh yeah,
Precisely.
I'm gonna check into that.
Oh my
So
god!
whenever I
Don't
hear
look
people
into
singing
something
the
like that until you're already
Yeah.
having interest.
Right.
Exactly. So when everybody starts singing the praises of Critical Role, I'm like, go fucking huff farts somewhere else, please.
I know for a fact that with the younger generation, like my son's generation, it was all about Stranger Things. They started watching that. Next thing you know, they're all asking me, can they come over here and play D&D? And Jackie stopped. I was running games for him. He was a lot younger, and then he started wanting to play with his friends, which is the way it should be. And yeah, it was
And then
huge.
children started going missing on the block, and people were like, "What's
And then
going
there's
on?"
dogs and cats are being found sucked dry. And Shadow's like, no, I'm not a gay vampire, I swear.
But
Wow.
I'll tell you, Bear just made somebody super happy with his analysis.
Why?
Scott Garrity.
Scott Garrity. You say that like it's Matt Damon.
Yeah,
Scott
because
Garrity.
Scott Garrity is all about how important Stranger Things has been to the resurgence of D&D. He has made like 100.
It's undeniable
about it.
It's undeniable, and that's like literally saying oxygen is, important to the survival of the human species. It's not a debatable
Speak
fact.
for yourselves, mortals.
Yeah,
Whatever,
right?
faggy. Whatever, faggy. Oh, fag. Looks like the kids got away.
Oh my god, I still love you, Shadow.
I know, and I know Bear does too. He's just
Oh,
showing his
absolutely.
love.
I would not put this much effort into
yeah.
making fun of you if I didn't love you, brother.
I know.
Happy.
Like a play cousin. Because with
Like
you,
a
I gotta
plague?
clarify.
Oh, I'm
Like
sorry.
a play
Plague?
cousin. Play
Okay.
cousin. Play cousin. You know what a play cousin is?
Because it sounded like plague, like bubonic.
Bubonic?
Play
Like,
cousin
Your
has
fucking
different
country
meanings
learned to
depending
pronounce
on
that
where you
word
are.
bubonic. B-U.
Okay.
Bu.
You knew what I meant.
I know it's scarier to say boo at the start of the word because that's how your fucking media works, but it's bubonic.
You knew what I meant.
I know,
Didn't
but
they
it's
have
when
an
you bust
outbreak
your
of that in
chops.
LA not long ago?
Yeah, it's
No,
it's like fire season. We get it every year.
Oh, okay.
How the fuck do you have bubonic plague every year?
I've heard the story every year since I moved to Palmdale.
Yep.
Every year, it's like the same thing with the sheriff's department saying, "Don't come in vacation in California. We can't protect you. Don't own a house in California. We can't put it out if it catches on fire."
If it catches on fire, that shit's just gonna burn,
But let's make Gavin Newsom the president.
right? Here's the thing. It's like this.
That happens, I'm moving to the Philippines or some shit. Just saying.
You know, all these people who jump in the border from wherever the hell they're jumping the border from and going to California because it's a sanctuary state. It turns out a lot of them have never been vaccinated versus anything.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, people start getting the whooping cough again. And you're like, wow, we thought we had ended whooping cough. But no.
Oh, yeah, there's some new strain of tuberculosis they can't cure now floating
That's
about.
what we were talking about. The plague showing up in LA. Yeah. It's like, and then they'll be all like, my rant is these are the same people who were like, you got to stand 6 feet apart, wear a mask. Everybody must get the shot or you're an evil, horrible person. But if you sneak across the border, that's all right. That's cool.
It's absolute retardation.
It's like, whatever. And now these are the same idiots that are being all like a couple of years ago, they were saying everyone had to wear a mask. And now they're saying we don't like the fact that the cops are wearing masks.
Yeah.
I can't imagine why that is.
You guys see RFK? RFK just won a big one, eh?
Yeah.
Who?
RFK.
State of
One of the big one on
Alabama just
vaccines.
outlawed all artificial coloring and dyes and all that shit from food.
That's cool.
Oh, nice.
And apparently
So they'll
something
have
about
to
his
import Fruit Loops from Canada.
There you go. He won something about his statements that none of these vaccines have ever been tested, like a lot of the ones like post 80s type thing. And his case that this is what's causing a lot of the autism, ADHD, and things we're having in children. And they sued him and they said, no, he's lying. And Fauci said, no, they've been tested. And he was like, okay, show me the tests.
Right.
Turns out he was right. And they had to admit it.
Yeah, it's amazing to me how people freak out if you suggest the possibility of anything wrong, any bad side effects with a vaccine. You're insane. Then why is it they spent hundreds of millions of dollars lobbying for special protections so you cannot be sued from injuries from a vaccine?
Yeah. What I hate is when people call you anti-vaxxer because you don't like one particular vaccine, but you've
Yeah.
spent your whole life getting the jab for like every other one.
Well, okay,
It's
but
like,
have you
I'm
not
not
figured out?
anti-vaxxer. I got my flu vaccine. I got my freaking
Yeah, I have a big indent in
hepatitis
my
B.
arm, you know.
I got my polio. Like when I was in the army, man, they gave
But
me
James, have you not figured out yet that the left argues like school kids? Like you tripped and fell in some dog shit, so for the rest of your elementary school, your name is shit eater. You know what I mean? That's how they are.
shit.
That's the level of argument they bring to things. You know what I mean?
Now,
That
the
and then we
funniest shit
found
was on X when all the people who didn't get the shot started calling themselves purebloods. And
yeah.
so all of the lefties that had the Harry Potter pureblood tattoo on them were like put in a weird space because they're like you got to get the thing, but I've got the tattoo for pureblood on me. And then other lefties are like, they're white supremacists. But then the first group of lefties who are just super Harry Potter fans are like, well, hold on now. You know, it's like Game of Thrones. Yeah, if you try to take out the king, you better take him out. I don't know. But yeah, so I mean, as a firefighter and as a soldier, I have had just about every vaccine that you know they give, right? And I have no problem with that. But then if it's
this
brand
is how
new and
bad.
never tested,
Check this out.
they tell me I can't sue if it kills me. That's when I start being like,
I've literally had the polio vaccine 4 times, right? But on all of my records, they know that both my mother and father had polio, and the fact that I was actually born alive, I can never get polio. You can put me in a room.
Were you born alive, Shadow?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
So you see that fuck up that's going on in the European media right now about
No.
the little girl in Scotland. So they're
No,
referring to
oh,
these
the one
guys,
that they were messing with, and she pulled a knife
and
on him?
she's vindicated. But the problem is they're now reporting these as a Romanian breeding gang. Problem is they're not Romanian; they're Romney. Remember when life was easier and we could just use the word fucking gypsy and we knew exactly what we were talking about?
You said my video last night when I was talking about Dracula. Fuck them, but they got a problem. They know which nut to suck
So
on.
now the Romanians are going, whoa, that's not us, man. Like it's insane, you know?
I've always been confused by that because all the ones that I've like, because there's a big community of them in New York, they called themselves gypsies.
Yes. Oh no, every Romney I know, and I've known many over the years working in bars and things like that, refer to themselves as gypsies, and they're proud of it.
Someone who is not Romney but has more time on their hands than is good for themselves come up with the idea that was racist. Kind of like the idiot liberal white woman in New York that decided being two-spirit was like an actual thing amongst Indian tribes. Yeah, that's an entirely invented thing, you know. And so is the Romney thing. But I will tell you this. There's no one on the planet that hates those dudes more than Yugoslavians. Like any of them. Serbs, Croats, you name it. And I know they're all independent of each other now, but boy, the Serbians really hate them. We punched arms. Hell yeah, Red Hawk. When I was in the army and you'd go through and get the shots in your arms, you'd spend like the next 4 days just punching each other in the arm. I mean, you know, that's how you, I guess, establish brotherhood.
Or break
It
up
always
blood
hurt like hell, too, because those shots hurt. And then sometimes you get the one shot and it would like cause you to get that big pussy blister on your arm, but you weren't allowed to touch it. I think that might be polio.
So in other stupid shit happening in the news, do you see that girl or that woman, that lady who was saved by the guy from walking into traffic and getting hit by a car because she was on her phone is now suing him for SA?
Yeah, that makes sense. There was the one woman who got saved from drowning, who filed a suit against the guy for that.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
So saving someone on the subway,
saying in the traffic.
Exactly, saving someone on the subway, you're going to jail. Saving someone from drowning, you're now a sexual assaulter. Oh, saving a lady from walking into traffic and getting smeared by a truck, Oh, well, you're inappropriate touching, you're assaulting that. You know what? Let them all die. Just let them fucking die.
Yeah,
Hey.
like I said to you, Bear, the other day, it's the exact opposite of the word justice, and that's what we're being, force fed on a daily, minute by minute basis.
No, guys, look, you got to learn to be more optimistic. The Japanese have been working for a very long time on an artificial womb that can be implanted into a artificial sex doll.
Yep.
So as soon as they get that shit figured out, it's going to be all good.
I've been talking about that on my show for years. Until they don't look like the Marilyn Monroe bot from Red Dwarf, I don't want to hear it.
Hey, eventually they're going to make it happen.
I
By the way,
understand, but most
Bruce-
of us will be too old for it to matter.
Bruce Connell is not Romney or Romani. He's a fucking pikey. And you should see his face when I call him that.
Well, what are you guys talking about? He identifies as black.
Does he?
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Ask
I
him
never
how
thought
many.
about it.
Ask him how many times he's been called the N-word in his hometown. Just
In
saying.
Ireland or
What
in
does that got to do
Illinois?
with
In-
anything?
in
I mean, I
Illinois.
call my brother that all the time.
In Illinois, I don't believe it's ever happened once. I've told him this, but he seems to hear that whenever someone's yelling at him, and I'm like, I don't know. I've never been to Chicago or Illinois, but I'm pretty sure they're not all colorblind there.
I love how you write women. How do you do it? I start with a man, and I
Here-
take
yeah.
reason and accountability.
Here's the thing you have to remember, though, about Chicago. That's MAGA country. So, I mean, if you're a dark-skinned guy, you don't want to be just wandering around
He's not
Chicago.
a dark skinned guy.
Someone might run up and try to hang you and throw bleach on you. And if it just happens to be a couple of bodybuilding Nigerians, I mean, it's still racist.
I couldn't believe that was taken seriously at all. Everything about that story was ridiculous on its
So
face.
I woke up at 3 a.m. and decided to walk down the street
In a blizzard.
To go to Subway,
Yes,
I'd rather die of starvation.
If he was at a hotel where they have a concierge, they would have sent somebody out for something. It's everything. And like, who's walking around? Two guys wearing MAGA hats walking around Chicago at 3 a.m. in a blizzard, carrying a noose and a thing of bleach.
You know, I'm just saying. It happens.
It was amazing that people bought into that.
Well, only certain people bought into it. Chappelle didn't buy into it.
You mean the retards?
Yeah, Chappelle didn't buy into that shit at all. He was like being like, people were like, Chappelle, why didn't you stand up for Juicy Smollett? And he was like, I did. I kept my mouth shut because we all knew that dude was lying. So he's just like, I just was like, look, Connell is a sweetheart. He reminds me of my own little brother. But I don't know if I believe 90% of stuff he ever says. Which is the same with my own little brother. So, I mean, it works out. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Maybe if you were an astronologist, you'd understand the Eleusinian ways. But you don't understand the Eleusinian ways because you're not an astronologist. You're a scienceologist. That's what you are, sir.
I used to say this about my brother sometimes, and I think he got it from his paternal side, that dude would rather run 5 miles and lie to you than stand still and tell the truth. And I mean, they're not malicious lies, but some people, they like to embellish.
Yeah,
that's
the
so
Irish
all of a
your
sudden,
ancestry.
instead of being just some jerk off from fucking Illinois, he's a Romney, half Irish, raised in freaking.
Okay, he is Irish.
Whatever.
He is Irish, and therefore, every time Connell tells me a story, I go, "What are you leaving out?" Because it's always like, I was raised Irish. What are you leaving out? What are you cherry picking in this story, sir?
Yeah, like so. Let me ask you this: how many times have you ripped some poor person off by saying you were going to refinish their driveway, but you just sprayed fucking engine oil all over from the crankcase. I mean, you pikey bastard.
You pikey son of a bitch.
You pikey son of a bitch. I mean, it's like, I mean,
His family was travelers, right? Is that what you're saying?
that's what I'm implying very strongly.
Oh my
Pikey is
God.
what the English call them. In America, we're decent. We call them travelers, but they're the same thing. They're the same thing. Same damn thing.
Okay, dude, in Sweden, universities are reporting a sudden increase of bacon being hidden in Korans and placed on prayer mats.
You think, dude? We're gonna
That
just
is like 5 insults at a time. I mean, that's not like just a little insult. That's like,
But that's the Swedes, man. The Swedes were hated by all the other fucking Scandies
They're
too
hated
once
by
upon a
everybody.
time. You know, like
Literally everybody.
get Saxis on here talking about the cannons in Denmark that still face Sweden.
The Swedes are literally hated by other Swedes.
Oh yeah.
I saw an interview where they were interviewing a Swedish person, and he was talking about how if you get invited to stay the night at someone's house, bring your own food because they won't feed you. It's like a Swedish thing. And also, you have to buy all your alcohol from a government-run liquor store. So if you get invited to a party, you got to bring your own alcohol because no one will share with you. And then, like, as an American that come from a culture that was super hospitable, I'm like, what? You'd let somebody stay the night at your house and then eat dinner in front of them and not give them some? I'd rather not eat. But, hey, Swedes, man, they just doing it. Can we tell Connell about the Rosicrucian people? You got here.
Dude, I like how Bruce worded that like they were a culture. You know, the Rosicrucian people who came from Rosicruce back in 1851 after the government was overthrown by the Phagastanis. You know, like what the fuck?
No, I think he means the knightly order that was on.
I know what he means. I'm
Order
just
of
making
Phagostan?
fun of Bruce too. Yeah, the knightly order of Homoslavia.
Homoslavia. Well, to be okay, yeah, I'm not even going to argue that. Okay, all right.
I told you when I did that fucking commercial right around the time Lost was successful. I'm having a cigarette with one of the producers comes over and he starts talking. He goes, "You ever watch that show Lost?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I've seen it. It's nice. It's good, not bad." He goes, "Yeah, your people are doing very well," because there was the fat guy on Lost, and I just looked at him like, "My people? Do you mean those of us who came from Fatistan to Canada? What are you talking about, my people?"
wow.
Sweden's concrete communism experiment didn't turn out well. Yeah. Well, I mean, Dina's actually living in Denmark.
So how does he feel about the cannons that still face Sweden?
Well, I mean, the poor Danes.
Dean's a great guy.
Yeah, but I saw the show where like Denmark decided to declare war on Prussia. They made a movie out of it. Man, not a good idea. It turned out the Prussians basically just massacred the Danes. Like just,
Oh shit! What am I
you
doing?
know, it was like really bad. It made me feel bad for every Dane. I was like, damn, bro. But then again, you know the rule. If it's the 1800s, do not fuck around with the Prussians. I mean, that's just kind of the thing, you know? They're just hanging up there waiting. But their whole country, like Prussia was a country that wasn't a country because all the leadership was military. So they weren't really a country. They were more like a military base, just waiting to go at it with somebody. You know? Like crazy bastards there. But anywhoozle. Yeah, the Scottish chick. Here's the thing, man. And I saw this on whose show was it? It might have been Liberal Hive Mind. It might have been Salty. It might have been Salty Cracker, actually. And he was showing all these mug shots of these dudes. And every one of these mug shots was like in New York, right? and the dude in the mugshot was as dark as Kunta Kinte. But they were all in the paperwork written down as Caucasian.
I think that was Salty.
Yeah, salty cracker. And it's like, how did this happen? These dudes are obviously African and descended, but their paperwork it also says white. Damn. Okay. All right.
Oh no! Like I've been worried about the collapse of Western civilization for a while, but I thought it was going to start in America. It's clearly going to start in Europe, and more specifically, the British Isles. Like, holy fuck, they're losing. They're about to have a civil war on that island.
Yeah,
Man.
things are getting really squirrely over there.
What?
Really
It's
squirrely.
about time, don't you think?
Oh, Britain. Yeah, the Britons.
No, it's not about time. This only started 10 years ago. People seem to forget that this only started about 10 years ago. It's not like this has been building for decades. This was a shitty thing that swept across the English-speaking world and a lot of Europe thanks to the World Economic Forum and money, where a bunch of rich communist cunts essentially decided they knew how to run the world and they were going to, and they don't understand. They're following the 6 steps of revolution, and they're going to cause the revolution. And the dictators that take over are going to kill half of these fuckers anyway, just for shits and giggles when it's all said and done.
You
Like
always kill the
Robespierre
revolutionary.
got his fucking head cut off. Never forget that. You know, the guy who was happily cutting off people's heads eventually got his head cut off
Well,
by
that's
the
the
people
rule
that he
for
was with.
revolutions. You've got to kill the revolutionaries because they might turn into counter-revolutionaries.
Exactly. And then it's how you get Napoleons and, you know, shit like, and Castros and shit like the Stalins, you know. It's how you get this shit.
Well, to be fair, that's how you got Mustache Man, because the NSDP rose up as an alternative to the German Communist Party.
Yeah.
So,
Communism does not work.
and then of course,
Doesn't work.
my dad's people got blamed for being the commies because, you know, why not? That's how you demonize them. So once the NSDP took over, they're like, you know, communism is a Jewish thing. And then
Like nothing could be further from the truth about that, though, eh?
but
Like,
that's
if you
what
know
they
anything-
said. That's what
I know, because nobody knew anything about Jewish culture, and still most people don't because they believe the bullshit they hear. But if you actually know anything about Jewish people, communism is like the last fucking form of government they would pick as a people.
Yeah, these guys.
Wait.
money.
I have to share my shit with that lazy fuck next door? No.
Like, look here, I work hard for these shekels.
I work very hard every day except the Sabbath, and I make sure that I take care of mine. I give to the temple. Why am I going to pay for this schmuck sitting on his ass all day long over there? He doesn't deserve shit. Get a job, you lazy fuck.
And most of the people who pushed communism in Europe were like the angry sons of rabbis.
Yes, and rich kids.
And
It's
rich.
always fucking rich kids.
Yep.
Marx's grandpa, I think, was a rabbi. So Marx rebelled and become a satanic communist. It's like, so you're right. It's the exact opposite of what you would think he would do. He just went the complete opposite direction and was like, yeah, no God. Which most Jewish people, if you talk to them, believe it or not, they do believe there's God. I mean, it gets a little bit touchy when you start talking about a Christ, but they do believe that Yahweh is a thing, or Adonai, as we call it. Because, see, now I don't mind saying Yahweh, but when you're Jewish, you're not ever allowed to say Yahweh. You always say Adonai. And you never put the O in God. When you spell God, it's G-D.
Elohim.
All right. Anyway, so just a little bit of cultural whatever. I mean, yeah, it's so weird, you know. You know,
Do you see this video?
Bruce,
These
here's
guys.
the thing. There are laws on the book. Technically, the Department of Justice could take that Mamdani guy because he claimed to be a communist and deport his ass. There are laws on the book from the 1950s saying you can kick communists out of America, but no one actually pushes it.
Here's the thing, though. You don't need to outlaw Bolshevikism. You don't need to outlaw Islam. You just need a fucking proper media that does their fucking job and reports the fucking truth about this shit.
Well,
and then
when
people
you get
go,
one, let us know
"Oh,
how it
I
works."
can actually make a decision now because I have informed." Because that was the whole point of the fucking media, was the idea that, as in a democracy, if you had an informed people, they could make rational decisions. Is the fourth estate, I think, is media.
Yeah, but
However,
unfortunately,
to argue with you, Bear, at the time that was all put together, the media was the newspaper, which meant you had a certain level of maturity and education and patience to sit down and read the paper.
No, you
And
didn't.
modern
No,
people
you
can't
didn't,
do
James. That is an absolute biased judgment of the present. The newspaper was the television of their time, the radio of their time. Like, that's what they always were. No, everyone likes to fucking watch like Dances with Wolves, where the ignorant soldiers wipe their ass with this diary because they can't read. Har har har. If you actually look into it, the fucking literacy rate of America was much higher during those periods because it was the only way you could get information was to read. It's the only way.
So you're
Didn't
agreeing with me.
No, what I'm saying is that it doesn't make you smarter or more educated if it's the only form of information you have. Dumb people could read. They'd read the funny comics and the stupid opinion pieces just like anything else. Yellow journalism comes from that period and refers to that kind of bullshit. The problem is the fourth estate is meant to exist to
Look, I'm just
educate the
ranting
masses.
about television, which I
I
think
think they've always been shit, though. Even you look stuff that goes back to even before the founding of the country. They were writing ridiculous shit because
Yeah,
half
they
of the
were. I
founders
mean,
owned papers.
I
that were
agree.
closely
they made
connected with them.
politics
I'm
They were
not
saying
arguing with you
ridiculous
guys.
shit even then.
I'm not arguing that there weren't shitty newspapers and dumb fucking ideas. My point is that the failure of
it's
the
called
fourth
the New
estate
York
is
Times.
evident. The Washington Post, the New York Times, the New York Daily News, my asshole, all of them spew shit on a daily fucking basis, and that's the problem.
I should, well, not the last one.
that was good.
No, that's not a problem. The last one's working
That one
as
needs
planned.
to do that. Otherwise,
It's functioning as advertised.
media should be watchdogs for the people, but it stopped being that Red Hawk. And that's what Bear, I think, is ranting about mostly.
I'm ranting about the corporatization of the fourth estate, essentially. The fifth estate took over the fourth estate, and that's the problem.
Yeah. Well, like in the 1960s, just in America, there was like 170 or some odd different independent media groups, right? And now there's 5. You know what I mean? So right there,
And there used to be laws against media companies owning other media companies that got taken down.
Oh, our boy Clinton fucking changed
Yep.
that law.
Yeah. And that's
You're
an
allowed
issue
one
because now
newspaper.
Disney can own a
You're
third
allowed,
of
what
all
was
the
it?
media.
One
A
newspaper,
paper, a
one
radio
television
station, and a TV
Well, no,
station.
one AM station, one FM station, one UHF, one VHF, one newspaper, and I think like there was a number of magazines, and that was it. And then that was your company. And then fucking Clinton undid that shit.
And if you were
piece of
smart,
shit.
you watch UHF because you can see it all on UHF.
U52.
Plus, there used to be local stations everywhere. Those all
That's
went
what we
away.
used to. When I was a little kid, you turned on like Central Florida, channel 44, and I sat with my grandpa, and news came on twice a day, in the morning and at night.
Okay. Do you understand
That's
the
it.
greatest disservice done to North American people in the last 15 years was the digitization of VHF television stations that we have to have a decoder box on top of your TV
Right.
to unscramble the signal. That
Right.
thereby prevented people from ever just being able to put up a fucking antenna and get information. So the entire last 30 years or so, since about the late 80s, of American history, so 40, almost 50 years at this point, really, has been about taking information away from people and preventing their access to information, and then making sure the information they get is shit, propaganda, garbage.
Yeah, I remember reading a book that said something like "He who controls the past controls the future" or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It's something. It was based around a year in the 80s. Can't remember what the fuck it was called. That's why if you ever watched the movie Network from the 70s, Patty Chayefsky's Network, it's
a great
prophetic.
movie.
It's fucking prophetic.
Because it's telling you that they're all going to end up getting.
No, it's telling you that the news is a fucking for-profit industry based, and it's not news, it's fucking entertainment. They just figured out that you fucking are entertained by destruction, death, and not truth. Hey, Cody.
What's
Hey,
up, Cody?
Cody.
Hey,
Well,
And
shit,
we all need
I
to
think-
get mad as hell.
I think Glenn Fry and Don Henley figured that shit out back in the 70s.
Well, they
No,
might have figured it out, but nobody was listening.
Didn't they write the song Dirty Laundry?
It
It's
was
from
an
the
80s
80s,
song.
and it's the 80s, and it's Don Henley alone. It's
Don
not Glenn
Henley.
Fry.
Yeah, the bleach blonde, whatever that can tell you about it.
Got the bleach blonde bimbo comes on at 5. She can tell you about the plane crash with a gleam in her eye. Yep.
Yeah.
Did they have the operation? Is the head dead yet? You know, the boys in the newsroom got a running bet. Get the widow on the set. We need dirty laundry.
Yeah, right.
I worked in news radio, guys. You know that, right? You know, I used to work in this shit.
No, I
Is
didn't
it-
know that because I never delved too much into your past. Unless you tell me.
So I worked around 9/11. I was in media from about 2000 to 2004, and I got out because I couldn't fucking. My soul was on the line.
Right.
If it bleeds, it leads is 100% a real fucking statement.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
You know-
100%.
You guys are making 30K sound like an improvement over like.
Oh, fuck you. I'm going to go get coffee, you prick.
I mean,
I need to.
I need to calm down anyway.
I need to
I'm
get some
I'm
myself.
starting to
I'll be right
think
back.
maybe a totalitarian government under the rule of a god emperor might be a good idea. Because I mean, all the shit
Hey,
I'm hearing from you guys is depressing as hell.
Did you guys hear the news this morning? How they
No, I go on my way not to watch the news.
Okay, well, it wasn't really news. I mean, it was, but Korea gave Trump a gold crown and a big, gigantic, freaking gold necklace and like 4 gold medals. So I guess we have a king, and they do too.
I saw Trump at some, I think it was Malaysia or Tonga, wherever the hell it was, right? And all the, like, he's standing there with the president walking off from the plane, and there's all these people dancing their tribal dance at him. And Trump turns and looks at him, and he starts doing his dance back at him. And everybody's just like, what the? Okay.
What's up,
All
George?
right. All right. You're the man. Saw a D&D sticker on a Cadillac. Voice inside me said, you can never look back. Right? Yeah. Those were some good songs those guys had.
Boys of Summer, Boys of Summer, Don Henley again.
Yeah.
That's a great fucking album.
When I was
is,
young, I
the
did
After
not
It.
like Hotel California, but now that I'm old, I do.
Eagles is like one of my probably top 5 favorite bands.
Oh my God. The world's ultimate hipster has a top 5 band that's like so mainstream that grandmas listen to it.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. For me, my favorite songs are the ones that never get played. Of that band, I should say.
Fuck you! I walk away to get a cup of coffee because you're talking about Warhammer and you start talking about rock and roll. Fucking bastards. I swear to God, I'll swallow your souls. I'll swallow your souls.
Oh, that was a good movie. I swallowed your soul. That's right. Actually, all 3 of them were pretty good, if I'm honest.
Yes, they were. I hate Stairway to Heaven. It is the only Led Zeppelin song I truly fucking hate.
I don't like Stairway
it's
to
just
Heaven.
burned
but
out
my
on
favorite
them.
song is Rain Song.
Growing up, they were the guys I hung out with. They either played ECDC, Rush, or Led Zeppelin. So all 3 of
When
those
I said
bands-
my favorite song, I mean like from Zeppelin, not of all
Yeah,
time.
no, if I never hear Zeppelin again, I'll be okay.
See, I was listening to it just the other day.
Really,
Well, hell yeah.
I don't
I
even
mean-
think I own any Zeppelin CDs or anything like that anymore.
I do. I've got like all of them, even in Through the Outdoor, which most people that claim to be Zeppelin fans think sucks.
What
But
about
I think
Coda?
it's the one that has "Hey Hey What Can I Do," which I like that song.
What about Coda?
That would be Zeppelin 4, and yeah, that's pretty good. That's the one that has "Stairway to Heaven" on it, but it's also got like Battle
No,
of
Coda was a
Evermore
separate
and all
album.
that kind of shit on
It
it.
was like their last album, wasn't it?
No, "In Through the Outdoor" was the last album, I think. I could be wrong, but I think it was "In Through the Outdoor."
My favorite was always Physical Graffiti.
Yeah, physical graffiti's okay. I mean, it just depends what kind of Zeppelin you like. If you like more hard rock, you like a certain one. If you like bluesy rock, you like a different one. You know, if you want to
Going to
hear about
California.
Gollum and the evil one taking his girlfriend and running away, well, that's going to be the same album as Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah.
You know, Battle of Evermore. Dun, dun, dun,
Going to
dun.
California has been and always will be my favorite Zeppelin song. The Ocean, I love that song.
Oh, the Ocean's a great song. When the Levee Breaks.
Yeah, When the Levee Breaks is damn good.
What?
Coda was there. Coda is the 9th and final studio album, as well as the first compilation album by Led Zeppelin. Just so
There you go. There you go. So yeah, you was right.
And not one of
We're
you is
gonna
going to
groove.
mention the greatest love making album of all song of all time. That'd be
Bolero?
Kashmir.
Cashmere's not a love-making song, you fucking hipster.
What
What kind of chicks do you hang out with that you're making love to them to Kashmir?
Yeah, seriously. Dun-dun-dun, 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 dun-dun-dun. Are you like? Is it like? Are you hunting them first, and so we play that song until you catch them in the party?
Growing up in the 70s and the 80s, every Friday, Saturday night, if you heard that song coming from somebody's apartment, I'm just going to say apartment, you knew exactly what was going on.
Oh, let the sun beat down upon my face. Like, seriously, man.
That was only a California thing?
That is not a fucking song. Kashmir is a killing song.
Hey,
with
just
you,
saying
hey, with you, man, could go both ways.
Look, Shadow, I'm not trying to be edgy or anything.
He is.
But my love-making song was Closer by 9 Inch Nails.
I want to fuck
Yes.
you like an animal.
Yes. Because I don't believe in lovemaking.
Okay.
That's dark.
I don't
That's
believe
dark.
in love.
I
But
thought
if
I
you
was
gotta
dark,
get
and then
rubbed-
you hit that, and I'm like, my comments, Shadow, are fucking vanilla compared to the darkness of what he just said.
But if you're into getting rubbed, come give me a hug, right? Because you can find me in the club, bottle full of Bud.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what Shadow's favorite fucking making love song is? Smack My Bitch Up by The Offspring.
Oh, that's a good one, though.
You ever see the video?
I think Shadow's favorite song would be Macarena.
No.
Hey, Macarena. I mean, you want your woman to be involved too, right?
Nah, Shadow, that's optional. Come on. And what woman, please?
I told you I lived with this girl once and I dated her for a very long time. And her song was an actual album, which was Vulgar Display of Violence by Pantera.
I remember you saying that.
So that shit on. And I would just be like, really? We're really going to do it to this love? Okay, I guess. I mean, I was a young simp at the time. You know how it is. So
sadly,
yeah.
I have to say that songs that I've made love to the most are because of my college girlfriend who always put her music on when we fucked, and it was Nights in White Satin. No, that is college. College, you fucking idiot. All right, go ahead. Get it out of your system.
I'm done.
No, it was Nights in White Satin and Moondance.
Really?
I cannot hear those
How are
songs
you older
anymore.
than I am?
It's what she listened to. What do you want me to say?
Okay.
Her mother was a cunt. Her mother was a crazy radical feminist from the fucking 70s. Come on.
Hey,
Okay,
Moondance
okay.
is a good song.
For me, my I guess my weirdest one. There was this phase where every girl during a period of time, it was Rio from Duran Duran.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Skater Boy because you were dating way too young in the 90s.
I was, but how did you know that?
Dances across.
I've never mentioned that before.
See, of songs, you would think it would be "Hungry Like a Wolf" because that whole song's just about fucking.
Mhm.
Seriously, that song is literally about fucking.
Yeah, so
But, the tempo you got to keep up for that is a lot harder than Rio. I'm just saying.
that's true. And Shadow is an older guy, so he does got to take his time. Which is why
We're all
Closer
fucking
is the
older.
perfect song because the drum beat on Closer, that
Nah, listen, Shadow's a fucking hipster. We know damn well he makes love to Johnny Cash's cover of Hurt.
and cries while he's doing it.
Right. See, we're not making gay jokes anymore, Shadow.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, lucky
Wait,
me. I won the lottery.
Shadow.
Bruce would like you to post the link, sir, so he can join us.
Oh my God. Well, I mentioned Pantera, and Bruce lives in Texas, so you know how those Texans are about Pantera. They're pretty wild.
Get all antsy in the pantsy.
They do. It is, you know.
You guys see the videos? There's this thing they were doing on YouTube or on stream or TikTok of, when your wife leaves for work, as soon as she's out, accidentally text her, she's gone for the day, come on over. And then they be filming the reaction of your wife getting that text message. And the fun, all of them, all these guys with Latinas and black girlfriends are suddenly having violence accosted upon them immediately without fucking fail. But the one guy with the white girlfriend, as she's walking up to the Target, she turns around the parking lot and comes out and goes, "You know what? I changed my mind. I just want to spend the day with you. Let's just go home. I'll make you your favorite meal, whatever you want." It's just holy fuck! What a temperature difference in the age.
The one I saw was a white woman.
What's up,
and
Bruce?
she comes running down the stairs saying, "Who in the F is Rebecca?" or some shit. You guys are like, "It's Jack." And she's like, "It's not Jack. Who's?" And she's grilling him. He's like, "Well, I answered the phone." She answers the phone. She's like, "Hello." And then she's like, "Hey, Jack, how are you doing?" And she hands the phone to her husband. She's like, "Why did you put Jack's name in as Rebecca?" He's like, "Because I knew when you saw it upstairs, you would immediately bring it to me."
Oh, wow.
And she's just like, looking at me.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. Hey, Bruce, what's that?
No, not a whole
What's
lot.
shaking, Bruce?
I'm going to try to fix this miniature before I go to sleep today. My fuck song was "Always With Me, Always With You" by Joe Satriani. And still a good tune, but
Kind of
boy,
makes
that
me feel
relationship
bad
was
for your
past.
girlfriend, really.
But you've been married how many years now?
3.
I mean, if
Hey,
you're
at least it wasn't past the duchy,
long, let's just, I got to bring this up. If your song is 3.5 minutes long, you might not be doing shit right.
Okay,
Well,
let's have an honest conversation without the teenage male bravado.
She would not.
That's
let me
about
use
how long
Carol
most men
Sombra.
last. Let's be
See?
honest, okay?
Carol
Meanwhile,
Sombra was
Rosa
off the table.
defending-
She hates that song. She wouldn't let me play any Dream Theater during the fucking Dream Theater makes 10 or 12-minute long songs. She hated that shit.
Oh my God.
So okay,
Sounds
fine.
like
We'll do
Max
a
Liao
4-minute
over here.
song, and I'll just put it on repeat. Because you could do your
Right.
CD player like that.
And then you hang out with Max.
I was watching Tim Pool today. That video of him freaking out on the lefty that knows nothing about the Trump stuff and the legal stuff, and just the way he was reacting. I'm like, my God, Max Liao is the Tim Pool of the RPG community. I can't wait till the next time I talk to him so I can tell him that.
Tell him you need to get yourself a toque
Get yourself a toque.
and just
Grow a little shitty
great.
beard.
embrace it. I mean,
Embrace
you're
it,
not
tell
half
people-
Korean, but you are married to a Japanese woman, so close enough.
It's almost the same.
It's almost the same.
I
I just love the looks on your face. Plus, you can't see my face, so you don't know what I'm. Yeah, you can't read my face. You don't know what I.
All right, Lady Gaga,
Oh,
calm
I'm
down
like-
about your fucking poker face. Ay.
Hey, you can't read my poker face.
I can't. You're right.
Pup, poker face, pup, poker
That's a good
face.
song, George.
You ever listen to that in headset and listen to it? At one point, she says, "Papa poker face, Papa fuck her face."
Yes, she says "fuck her face."
Clearly,
Yes,
clearly says "fuck her face."
and it never got censored ever.
Is anyone surprised? I mean, she's got that whole one bit where it busts down to how she's bluffing with her muffin and all this shit. I
No,
mean,
but the fact that it never gets censored on the radio blows my
Nope.
mind.
it's like, yeah, the whole song is her talking about, getting rolled out.
By a chick, no less.
Well, I mean, remember when the rumors were flying that she had a wang?
Yep, I remember that.
I don't.
Well, but
think
listen,
he
a lot of
actually
people had
does
old
have a wang,
computers.
but
I don't think you can get a Wang to run today. I think the OS is way too corrupted by this point, and they're very old computers. But I mean, she might have a Wang. She could be a collector of old computers.
that was a computer back in the day. But I was talking more like a penis.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not a 12-year-old. I can call it a cock.
Like the Goldie Looking Chain song, your mother's got a penis.
Oh, I thought you meant the Commodore penis. That was an out for very
The
long.
Commodore penis was a hell of a machine. I mean, you think someone would have told them PEN 13 was a bad name for their computer, but the Pen 13, nope, penis.
Penis. Yeah. Yeah, Goldie Looking Chain is the #1 rap group from Wells. I think they're also the only rap group from Wells. And they have wonderful songs like Guns Don't Kill People, Rappers Do, and Your Mother Has a Penis.
It's fucking awesome.
And the best part is one of the lead rappers cannot pronounce R's. His R's always come out as W's. So when he starts his song and he's like, guns don't kill people, wappas do. I saw the documentary on BBC too. And it's just, what the hell are they doing?
So he's Elmer Fudd? Is that what you're saying?
Plus, Goldie Looking Chain has like 20 members. It's kind of like they gathered up every middle-aged man in their whole village and said, you know what, let's make a rap group. And everybody said, okay. Because they're not young. They're all like our age with beards and shit. Of course, none of that beats that English rap group. That's two guys that are like 80. And all they do is sing about kicking people in the teeth with their steel-toed boots and shit like that. It's like wow.
Tell me more about 30K, please.
I wouldn't even know where to start.
Just pick a topic and run with it. Just get off this one, please.
Oh.
Hello, Butters. How are you, Butters?
He's being a little squirrely pain in the butt today.
Yeah. Turn the Japanese is about masturbating.
That's the vapors.
Really? I never heard that one.
I have a great haircut, actually, according to my wife.
Think about it. The whole song's about his girlfriend giving him a picture and he wishing the doctor could take a picture from her insides.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy's basically talking about jerking off.
And,
Okay, I never got that.
Apparently when some people get off, when they're jerking off, their eyes squint up. Therefore,
did you see the
hey, it might sound racist, Bear, but it's true.
Well, as I've never watched someone jerk off or put a mirror in front of my face, I don't know if this is true.
You've never actually masturbated till you've done it to yourself in a mirror.
Back when we were shooting down
all right, Buffalo Bill.
Or Homeland.
In World War II, they used to teach at the flight schools that you always want to approach the Japanese pilots from wherever the sun's at. You want the sun at your back because of their biology. They will be unable to focus on you. They will be squinting too hard.
Yeah, I don't think it works that way, though. That sounds like
it did not work that way, but it was still taught.
They taught against all, even against Germans, to come out of the sun because you're blinding the guy. Like
they nobody else, no other race that we fought. That was the first. Well,
in World War I.
So what I really like about BattleTech is that there's a whole bunch of big stompy robots and people stomp on each other. Ooh, Shadow, tell me about your miniature.
In World War I, everyone knew that you wanted to go high and then charge your opponent
glow effect
with the sun at your back because they couldn't see you.
They just felt the Japanese wouldn't be able to focus on the guys. The sun would cause them to shut their eyes because they had so little viewing area to observe through.
The 1940 propaganda against the Japanese was very racist and mostly not true at all.
Correct.
Yes. Slap a Jap. Remember that one?
I mean, mostly not true. We
You've never
outnumbered them
seen.
by, like,
Whoa.
massive
Shadow,
amounts
you've
every
never
round.
looked at the fucking war propaganda stuff from World War II that they used to put up to buy bonds and all that. Buy bonds and
I've
slap
seen
a Jap.
I've seen some, but I do not recall that one.
You ever see the
Oh.
Warner Brothers, the Looney Tunes from that area? Oh my god,
Oh my God.
And the
it's like
Japanese guys
out of
Oh,
always
good.
got the
control.
You ever see the Superman, the Fleischer Superman cartoon where he's in Japan as a reporter and he's in Superman, he's sinking warships and all that shit, and the Japanese are like, it's super racist. Super fucking
And the one thing they always say is so sorry.
Yeah.
So sorry. So sorry.
Sorry. So sorry.
But when you look at the numbers, though, to make it a little bit more serious, the fact that the Japanese held out as long as they did against us is pretty impressive.
That was very
Because
impressive.
other than a couple of battles, we outnumbered them substantially and had better equipment at every level.
No. Not only better equipment, but we actually believed that we could save our ship if it got hit, and we would fight fires on it and dog down doors and shut areas, compartmentalize things. They didn't really do that.
Yeah. But when it comes
And
to
it was
these
good
tough little
practice for when John McCain joined the Navy.
Yeah, John McCain's the only, other than the Japanese, the only one that pretty much almost sunk an aircraft carrier would be John McCain.
He is the best fucking shooter for the Vietnamese. I'm telling you, he got rid of 3 planes of the U.S. Navy's. There's one in Nueces County Bay, about 270 miles from me. There's one that he left on the fucking forestall that they had to scrape off and put in the water. And then he had this one iconic flight. I'm sorry, I don't miss that fucker at all.
Me neither.
Oh, he was a piece of crap in every
He
respect.
was absolute trash.
I heard
Like-
I heard the recording.
I would rather they just randomly drew lotto to see who would represent Arizona than him. I mean, I hated that guy. But I'm not hiding from you, Chris Lee. I'm still my general lovable self. I just got all my hair cut off. Oh, Goodbye Horses? Yeah, but see, RPG Dad, while that was in Clerks 2, it was also in Silence of the Lambs.
Good movies. Both of those are good movies.
Yeah.
Janet is trying to get me to watch Shallow Hal.
Oh, that's a great movie.
I hate it. Would be if I didn't hate Jack Black to a cellular level.
Well,
And I don't understand why I do, but just the first time I saw him perform in a movie, like everybody else is like damn near masturbating on themselves for fucking School of Rock. Oh my god, this movie's so awesome! I'm like,
No,
really
Jack Black is cool. Like if you listen to like his funny songs, you're like, yeah, that's pretty funny, Wonder Boy or whatever. But he's never been my favorite actor. But Shallow Hal is actually pretty good, and it's got the one dude from Seinfeld, like Jerry's friend. The little bald guy, George.
Oh, Costanza?
Yeah, George Costanza's in it. He's hilarious. And then it's got the hot blonde chick who in real life is really heavy. But because of some hypnotism or something, every time Hal looks at her, he sees a super hot babe. But everyone else sees like this 350-pound woman.
I just can't.
I went away for a minute and come back. You're talking about Shallow Hal? Hal?
Okay.
Bruce brought it up. Don't blame me. I was
fuck's
perfectly
sake.
happy talking about the God Emperor.
I gave you a
just
window for it.
Janet told me that she wants to see that movie. She wants to watch and review it, and I'm like,
It's an awful, inhuman movie.
I hate Jack Black. There's not a fucking movie of his except for Day of the Jackal. Amazing movie, great film.
You are forgetting one of Jack Black's best
What
films.
fucking planet are you on? The Day of the Jackal, which was called The Jackal, by the way. The Day of the Jackal is the original movie. The Jackal is the remake with Richard Gere or whatever. And
It's got Richard Gere, but it's got Bruce Willis as a bad guy, and Bruce Willis has Jack Black hold a pack of smokes.
Well, Bruce Willis is like some Irish assassin or something.
Yeah, he's a terrorist, I believe, of the NRA-ish stock.
Well, it wouldn't be the NRA.
Might be the
You're thinking
IRA.
IRA, whatever.
And actually,
Yeah,
by
right.
that
There's
time,
A
it was
slight difference, whatever, between the National
one
Rifle
is the
Association
American National
and the
I
Irish
want the
Republican
NRA with
Army.
a fuck.
Slight fucking difference there, Bruce.
The NRA folds over like a fucking prisoner in a Turkish fucking
Oh,
prison.
Jesus Christ. Is
Oh,
there a
every
world that's
time.
right wing enough for you? Is there, Bruce? Is there a world where you
The
can go right
GOA.
far enough?
Have you ever heard of the GOA? How about the Firearms Policy Coalition?
Yeah, they're
there's two
good.
good groups right there, dude. The
No, I'm in
NRA
the GOA.
do not get
You know
involved.
what
in
I
the
like?
NRA.
Just living in Florida,
What's that? What's that, James?
because it's like, you can just do whatever.
Here's one other question I got for James. Okay, James, you're in a house with a driveway, and you might or might not have a garage, but your Ring camera is facing towards the driveway where your vehicle that you use for your business is sitting. And at night, your Ring camera picks up 3 youths
Yeah.
that have guns. One of them is training the gun on the front door.
In state of Florida, you are perfectly within your rights to gun them down.
Okay, that's all I wanted to know. As a
As
Florida
a matter
resident-
of fact, let me show you this scenario. Let's say you're standing in front yard and somebody is beating your neighbor up. In state of Florida, you could shoot the guy beating your neighbor up because we have the Good Samaritan law.
Montana has it too.
Now, Texas does have the
Not, I
what
didn't
they
say
call
Texas.
the mutual combat law. So if 2 people agree to a fist fight, they can just get right out in the street and go at it, and it's legal. I mean, that's pretty awesome. I like that.
Find somebody else willing to fight you though.
Well, I mean, if you get into a scrap with somebody, you can at least say it was mutual, whatever, and neither of you need to go to jail. And look at Bear with his, oh, Canada, are something sacred land. We have syrup and
And we don't shoot everybody on our property.
well, that's your problem then.
That's your issue, dude. Go get another car.
Yeah, that sounds like envy to me, honestly. I bet
We're
you there
mostly
are tons of
safe at
Canadians.
night and can go to Walmart at 3 in the morning.
Well,
Fucking
so can I,
Toronto,
because I'm
hello, rock
packing
bar.
heat. And if somebody messes with me, they're going to catch that pew pew. You know what I'm saying? So I can go anywhere I want. I feel perfectly comfortable.
Yeah, usually in Texas though, you're not going to find somebody really wants to fight you.
Hey, Sax.
I remember Texas drew the line. This was actually quite a while, probably 20 years ago. The guy kept getting his house broke in, and he booby trapped it.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're not.
He
allowed
got
to
in
do
trouble
that.
for that. They're like, no, that's
Yeah,
going
you're not
too
allowed
far.
to
I side on the property owner on that.
But you can, apparently in the state of Florida, booby trap your political signs.
Yes.
So when people put like their pro Kamala or pro Trump signs out, a lot of times they'll take a 2x4 and put underneath it with like shit tons of nails through it. So if somebody runs by and tries to run your sign over, it flattens their tires.
You know what I miss? When I was in Europe, I was in Spain and I walked around Spain and rode to Spain for about maybe 2 weeks. No, about 3 weeks. And after I got released on convalescence, that was all I was doing. It's just walking every day. And people's neighborhoods were awesome because they would have these like 1.5 wide walls, big, thick brick or rock or concrete. But in the top mortar, it would jam rusty
Glass.
nails, glass bottles, broken shards of whatever the fuck, just so you don't think you should hop the fence and go see what they have in their property.
Yeah.
And it was way that I wish we had that in America.
Yeah, that's totally illegal here.
You know what I got to tell you, though, about that whole story, Bruce?
What's up?
I've never been to Spain,
Or
but
Portugal,
I've been to Oklahoma.
Germany.
No, I've been to Oklahoma.
It's a line from Blue Oyster Cult song.
They tell me I was born there, but I really don't remember.
Yeah, well, I've been to paradise, but I've never been to me.
Yeah. Well, Bear at least gets doing a song. I think I don't even remember. It might be the Allman Brothers. Some shit like I've never been to Spain. Down, down, down.
I've never been to Paradise.
Been to
That's a Bowie song.
Oklahoma.
That's a
something
Bowie
like
song.
You know what they say?
What?
Call someplace paradise, kiss it goodbye.
And
What obscure hipster band references that, Shadow?
The Eagles.
Okay, which one? The like side B, track 8 of some album no one listens
Oh
to?
my god.
Last Resort.
Don't know it, buddy. Sorry.
Really?
see,
Really?
I knew a song.
I've never sat
back
down
in
and
the
listened
day
to every
called
fucking
Last
song
Resort.
by the Eagles. Crazy, I know.
Hey, I'm pretty sure it's Hotel California.
There was
I'm-
a very
I'm
popular
pretty
song
certain
called
if-
Last Resort, but it wasn't by the Eagles.
Bear, where
And
did you work
also-
in music radio?
That line isn't in Hotel California, Shadow.
No, it's off the album.
Should be in
Look,
the
Bear,
fucking
you weren't
face.
paying attention because I'd ran you off with 30K talk.
I was listening the whole time.
But while you were gone,
I was
he
listening
said,
the whole
I
time.
love the Eagles, right?
I heard. I was listening
you-
the whole fucking
that.
time.
Because I was making fun of him, like, oh, the super hipster likes a band that grandmas love. And he's like, well, I actually only like the songs that no one ever plays. It's like,
When are you having your hearing checked, James? Because I literally said
Never.
3 times.
I'm
I
saying
was
what I'm
listening
saying.
the whole fucking
I
time.
don't care. I'm saying what
Ah,
I'm saying.
that's what we needed to get to. I don't care.
I don't give a shit. I had something to say, and by golly, by gum, I'm saying it. And I said it.
All right.
Now, so, I feel better.
Fair enough. Do you feel better?
I do. Thank
You
you.
want a hug? You want a hug?
Paradise, Montana was home to a cult. Ooh, let's see what this says on fucking.
Yeah, the Blue Oyster one. Meh.
God, I don't want to do it, but I think they're from New York. Either New York or New Jersey.
Who's that?
Blue Oyster Cult.
Where are they from, Shadow? Heaven.
No, I'm pretty sure they're not allowed there.
They were sent down on little raindrops.
No, they're all into the whole ancient alien UFO.
Clearly, they were sent down on flying blue oysters, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That's why
James
they're
will
cult.
speak till he's out of words.
From,
to speak
Long
or he's
Island.
Sleeping. That's
Yeah,
New
they-
York.
What's up, Saxius?
Saxius, how you doing, sir? Kind of wish you were here.
Anyway.
to talk about more lore.
Don't know your fucking Eagles reference. Sorry. And yes, I did work in radio. And yes, I do know a lot about music. What I don't know is obscure tracks by the Eagles.
Well, they of course you
And yeah,
would.
Because I was
Is right.
10 when those albums came out.
No, Bear, if you were working in music radio, more than likely, you know pretty much like the top 80 of the week, and you probably heard Fleetwood Mac or the Eagles or Led Zeppelin or fucking Ted Nugent probably more 1,000 times than you really want to admit to knowing.
I hate Stairway to Heaven for many reasons. Working in radio was not one of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all
You
the
know,
backwards.
also-
math,
We're
wasn't
having
it?
sex.
Also, I came up in radio in Montreal. And one thing you can always give Montreal credit for is they did have excellent taste in music back in the day. So
Yeah.
we played good music. Like, for example, okay, there's this thing that happens in radio in Canada, which is Montreal is its own market and it plays by its own rules. It does not act like any other major market in Canada. So your radio station will be bought by some fucking company from Toronto, and at some point in time, they'll send some fucking Toronto program director down who takes over the programming of your radio station, runs it into the ground. No one wants to listen because he's playing Toronto favorites as opposed to what people in Montreal like. They'll fire him, get a fucking local program director in who will start playing the shit Montrealers want to hear again. The station will come back up top, and Toronto will send down a new program director to take over and repeat the fucking cycle. Case in point, I think it was Shom FM was doing the top 100 songs of the 80s at one point, like in the early mid 2000s, but the program director was from Toronto. The song that won somewhere sometime in the summertime by fucking Simple Minds. It was the number one song because this song was massive in Montreal. So everyone voting all picked that as their number one song. The program director had never heard of it because he's from fucking Toronto. So he goes, well, I've never heard of this song. Well, let's just move it to number 5. Right? Because no one knows this fucking song. Despite the fact thousands of listeners have just voted this song number 1, this cocksucker thinks we'll just fucking take it off the top. Puts it in number 5. as they're cutting together the show, my buddy's the engineer doing all the work on it. One of the morning guys sticks his head in and goes, "Oh, what are you doing? Oh, we're working on the top 100. Oh, you got the numbers? Yeah, cool. How'd someone in the summertime do?" He asked the fucking question directly in front of the program director, and he goes, "Oh, at number 5." He goes, I would have thought it would have charted higher, but still glad it's in the top 10," and walks away. And the fucking program director from Toronto's like, "I don't fucking understand this because you don't understand the Montreal scene. Montreal has amazing musical taste. That's why we don't listen to the fucking obscure shit tracks on albums. We listen to the good tracks, and that's the ones we like. It's a different beast."
Song.
Well, it to me, I mean, I don't know what good and what's hipster and what's fucking obscure. I just know I like Joe Satriani and I like guys like fucking John Petrucci, and I want to hear fucking people explore music in that direction. And thank God for synthwave. That's all I can say, because if it hadn't been for internet radio, I think it would have slit my fucking wrist so many times vertically that I would have bled out decades ago.
You like synthwave?
I love synthwave.
You listen to the Midnight?
Yeah, they're okay.
What are you on fucking crack? The Midnight's amazing. Oh my god!
No, I don't like lyrical songs typically.
I'm having my shadow moment. Let me have my hipster moment.
So if it's Volcor X, if it's Dynatron, if it's Dance with the Dead, there we go.
You just want music. You don't want lyrics.
Like Bruce
I really don't.
Racist though, because like you notice the names he picked for bands he liked were both Italian. Like Satriani and Parisi or
John
something.
Petrucci is the fucking lead guitarist for Dream Theater. I was a big prog rock asshole when I was a fucking teenager.
Now you're just an asshole.
I feel like if their name was like McAllister, you wouldn't like them.
No, I fucking love Mix.
I'm just like,
thank you quickly. That's a very nice compliment to say. When you're in radio school, the first thing they tell you is no matter how handsome you are, you don't look like what the listeners think you look like, and they will always be disappointed. And it's true.
I like what I like, and that's why my wife will never let me be the DJ when we're in the car.
The Midnight has some good songs. I place the Midnight in with my playlist with Gunship.
I don't.
Prom Night, Sunset, Los Angeles, and Days of Wonder. Days of Thunder. Sorry, Days of Thunder. Those 4 songs I can listen to anytime. Anytime. Oh, and Memories. I love Memories.
Speaking another language,
right?
Midnight is a really interesting synthwave band. They do lyrical music, but they basically are like the only synthwave band for the longest time that actually put a saxophone in their fucking music to make it sound like the 80s.
Gunship?
And I said one of the only.
Okay. Sorry, sir.
And also Gunship annoys the living shit out of me.
How? Okay, wait. Have you seen Gunship's videos?
No. I've heard their music.
My question is, what is synthwave?
Oh, it's like a retro wave, dark wave, synth wave. It's a throwback to 80s new
80s
wave
synthesizer music. If you want to hear more Giorgio, if you want to relive the Tech Noir soundtrack from Terminator, there you go.
Yes, but I meant Days of Thunder, Saxius, not Days of Wonder. Sorry, my apologies.
Days of Wonder, they make
shilling my own shit. No, but I don't hate Gunship. I'm just they're overrated as far as I'm concerned. I've gotten into Coyote. Coyote's really good.
They are.
Not
so
Coyote.
you
Not
pompous,
Coyote. Sorry, fuck. What's the name?
You pompous bastards!
No,
right around
good. I believe there's a artist called Coyote.
Thinking that's right there.
Canyons. That's on Canyons. Hang on.
Fucking Evangelon or whatever their name was.
Evangelion.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Wow.
Who does?
No, I listened to synthwave probably 3 hours.
Sorry, Wolf Club. Wolf Club. That's what I'm thinking of. Wolf Club.
Good. But
you know what I like to listen to?
What?
I like to listen to
the sound of your own voice.
Stranglehold. Right. Dun, 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 dun. That would be a good making love song. Stranglehold. That's right.
Hey, I got to run. I got to do a store run for somebody. I will catch you guys later.
Take care of yourself.
Take me with you. Hey, I want to host this fruit pie. Take me with you.
Got you. A stranglehold, baby.
So I'm looking forward to what's going to happen.
The whole Here I Come.
God bless you. Next couple days.
A cough.
The next couple days, America's going to be watching the shit on on TV like we were watching fucking good things going on in Portland and Chicago here the last couple weeks. It's just going to be interesting. We'll see what happens.
Oh, I know a band that's new that I like that you guys might have heard of. Artemis.
Artemis, they're
Yeah.
great.
Never heard him.
Check them out.
Yeah, I like to put them on when my wife's in the room because she hates them so bad.
Bunch of old
So I
women.
always put on. I like the way you kiss me.
The
and then
jazz
she's
supergroup.
She's like, that song, that video is so disgusting. And then I'm like, yeah, that was basically me in the 90s. She's like, I can't. If I'd known that, I don't know if I'd married you. And I'm like, well, you know, you hang
I don't
out
think we're
with
looking.
drunk
I don't think I'm looking. Oh,
addicts
so this is a
and-
different art. Oh, Artemas. Okay, Artemas. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
There's
British guy, but I think he might actually be Greek or something. Whatever. And yeah. He reminds me of my youth. I think what offends my wife the most is when he says, I'll hit it from the back just so you don't get attached. You know, some women don't like that kind of thing. Of course, the women I hung out with in the 90s absolutely did. So, you know, it's all good, right? It's all fun and games to slip a finger in the bum. No?
then it's war.
It's cool. Oh, you're still talking about, yeah, see, of course, Saxius steps in as your personal,
My hype man.
your hype man. He's like, you know, there's some
What?
great music on this Zeg channel. You
Hey,
should check
squirrel.
it out. It's like,
Hey, what's up, squirrel?
Squirrel.
squirrel. Everyone has to be nice to Squirrel because he lives in Ohio.
I like Squirrel, even if he doesn't-
Ohio.
No, I'm saying he lives in Ohio, and therefore we all have to be nice to him because living in Ohio sucks.
No, it doesn't.
So,
Not all of it.
Yeah, pretty much all of
And
it.
he's never home, so it can't be that bad.
The guy lives in Ohio by his choice. That state actually has some really pretty, really good areas. If you go to the southeastern side of Ohio, it's a totally different world. It's almost like you're stepping into Appalachia because you are. It's
Yeah,
you
if you're in
feel
the
just at home
southeast
there.
part, you can drive to a good state like Kentucky,
Fuck.
But,
you know, something like
okay,
that.
taxation wise, what's better? What's better, James? Where
Then
would
what?
be a better place to be, Kentucky or Ohio for taxation?
Kentucky, obviously.
I actually think a business would thrive better in Ohio myself, but I might be wrong. I've been wrong before, but I was
No,
thinking
see,
that
here's where you messed up. You asked me an opinion about Kentucky versus anything. And my answer is always going to be Kentucky.
Kentucky or Marilyn Monroe's tits.
Kentucky. There is no place on this entire planet I would rather be.
Finland.
No.
Okay, I
love
wouldn't mind
that.
visiting Finland
No.
just because I've heard the people there are super
It's a
friendly.
fucking Monty Python song. Stop being.
I
assholes.
know, but I'm saying I wouldn't mind visiting Finland. I've heard the people there are really freaking nice, and you can have a really good time there. And they're very like whatever. You don't have to put a Canadian flag on your backpack.
If you're
like
beer
American.
friendly, Finland's good. If you're altered mindset friendly, Finland's good. Sexiest Finland.
Saxius doesn't count though. He lives in Britain.
You know what they say.
I think he officially even loses his Scandinavian rights. You live in Britain. You're British now. Plus, no one should listen to him because he's lawful evil.
listen, just because he lives in Beans on Toast doesn't mean he is Beans on Toast.
But he's still lawful evil. That's
After hearing
something
him,
I've known about Saxius for like 15 years now. Also, if he were to be an NPC and he captured your player character, his favorite form of torment would be to make your characters fill out endless paperwork in a dungeon.
the Ring of Bureaucracy. I know that magically cursed item anywhere.
Yeah, like Saxius would like chain you to a big table and just make you fill out tax forms and shit until you literally wanted to die. It would be like, you are going to do this until you beg me to kill you. Which, if you think about it, that's kind of lawful and evil. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good thing, you know. It doesn't beat his thing the other day where he's talking about as an adventurer going into a dragon's lair and forcing the dragon to fill out tax forms. Because, I mean, where did that dragon get all that treasure, right?
There was
Man.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say, if that dragon don't have receipts and shit, he could be looking at a RICO charge.
There was a game my friend Mike ran for us years ago in Peoria, and we were adventuring around the land, and we started getting a little bit of time and experience on us. We were like 5th level after being first, and we discovered that like there's this massive dragon that's pretty much just sleeping not too far from where we're at. And so we're like, let's go get a treasure, because that's what you always think, even when you're in your 30s and you know better. Let's go get the treasure. So we go there. The dragon's not sleeping, but he doesn't kill us. At least he doesn't kill all of us. But he pretty much explains to us that the dragon is the ruler of the land. He lets the king take care of things while he sleeps. But it was true. The dragon had, like, if something ever happened, if we ever went to war, the dragon would be woken up, and then we would send our dragon off to go fight whatever country was trying to give us grief. And it was a pretty neat campaign because he let us have like small victories and small things here and there. But if you touched one sliver of that gold pile he had, he was going to mind jar you, dominate your corpse, put you in his collection, stasis you, and your character's time would be over until he had to break glass. And he had enough rods of cancellation for 1,000 of these collection pieces. He had 800 of them. And so it was an interesting campaign. I really want that guy's notes. So if I ever have like teenagers, I could always run that. That'd be a fun campaign for teenagers, not probably adults, but teenagers. That worked really good. But we had fun with that campaign because there was a lot to it. Mike was a good DM.
I have been influenced by Saxius to the point that if I were the dragon and I caught you in my lair, I would give you the choice of death immediately or cataloging all my wealth.
Die
And
whole
your party would have to sit down and count everything I have. And you better have it right, too. Because, I mean, you know, I'm not going to put up with any of that bullshit. You will count everything. And it might take you years. But that is the punishment a dragon would give you, I think. I mean, you want to steal my shit? Now you're going to catalog it all. And organize it, too, by coin. And the dragon will just sit and watch, because what else has he got to do? You know? Nothing.
Obviously nothing.
Right. So he's going to sit while a bunch of little hairless apes run around his lair trying to organize and catalog all of his treasure. Or else he will fry you and eat you. That is the option.
You are good with ketchup.
Right. And I have to give all of that imagination directly to Saxius. He inspired it all.
Daryl's like, split the players up. Let them count it separately, and the results better match.
That's what I'm talking about, Daryl. Now that's getting it right there. Yeah. Let them be like, you will turn in your results, and God help you if you're even a copper off. Plus, since the dragon probably already knows exactly how much treasure he has, I mean, it's even more effed up if you think about it, you know. But what are you going to do?
I was just going to say, I'd like to know what the ethnicity of the dragon is. You know.
Swedish.
Oh, God.
I never really thought about it. I mean, Smog basically sounded like he was from America or something in the Hobbit cartoon.
The cartoon, yes.
You have good manners for a thief and liar.
I really love that little bit that Double D puts in this show.
Yeah.
He puts the right snippets in.
Well, I mean, that's one of the reasons the show does well is because he works very hard to make sure he's got all the snippets and all the whatsits, and plus he makes sure that they go over the script so they kind of know what's up. I mean, the dude is brilliant when it comes to organization and shit. Whereas I just invite a bunch of fellow gamers on and we just go nuts, right? But his show is very well produced, organized, etc. Even though it's mostly just him and Crazy Mouse, and I think sometimes the other guy,
Rogan?
Huh?
Rogan?
Rogan. See, I haven't heard him in so long. I almost forgot his damn name. But when they were role playing, they were playing D&D or something. Double D did invite me to be a player in his game, but because I like him so much, I declined. Because, you know, I'm an asshole. And no one should have to run a game for me. It's just simply not fair. So, yeah. But I had his number for the longest time. I don't know if I still do, but. And I've got Shadow's number, but I never call him. And I have Holy Diver's number, but I never call him. Well, because you guys could be busy with shit. Plus, like, when I call my mom, it's always like at 1 a.m. in the morning, which she hates, but I do it anyway.
Would that be opposed to 1 a.m. in the afternoon?
Yes. Yes, it would. Smart ass.
Damn it, Bear.
That was good, Bear. So anyway, yeah, you know.
I've been being a very good boy for the last 25 minutes, listening to you guys talk about whatever craziness you've been talking about. I just felt I had to exert my will a little bit.
We've been talking about music.
No, after the music, you guys went into some strange things that I just...
Oh, we were talking about dragons capturing you and forcing you to organize.
Yeah, I just tuned the fuck out. I don't know.
Okay, let's say...
It's okay. You're allowed to talk about shit that doesn't interest me, by the way. I'm not saying you have to talk about only shit that interests me.
What if a supervillain who had really bad OCD as like his, you know, penalty or whatever, captured the heroes and forced them to like organize and clean his entire lair?
It'd be a very boring comic.
It might not be if the players are constantly trying to figure out a way to escape.
Well, how is he keeping them there?
Well, you're the fucking superhero DM du jour. You tell me.
Well, you're the fucking guy presenting the fucking theory, so I thought you had something.
No, dude. I come up with an idea.
Power nullifying callers that are wired to blow, blah, 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 blah. Not an interesting game. Okay. Sorry.
It is that time. I will bid you all adieu. I will see you tomorrow.
Good night. Take care.
You didn't even say 1/10 of the racist stuff you normally say.
Yeah, seriously. Are you feeling okay?
Are you
take
okay?
new meds? What's going on?
I'm fine. It's just 6 p.m. I got to go.
All right.
Oh, he's got to save some racist quota for later. That's why.
That's what it is. You can't use it all at once because
Can't spend it all in one shop. Nope.
No, you gotta save some of that.
Saxis is right. A villain with OCD would not trust heroes to do it right.
Yeah, well, that's why it's torture.
Shadow looks like he's hearing voices in his head.
He does. You see how his eyebrows are all like really low, like he's a caveman.
Is that you,
Like, he's
God?
got that weird.
No, I just
brow ridge
one
thing
of my
going on.
videos. Actually, a couple of my videos have been coming up with auto dubbing, so it's in somebody else's voice. And I didn't do that, but it just happened, and I'm trying to figure out how to make that not happen anymore and stop it on the videos that it's
So
happening.
basically, YouTube is telling you they don't like the way you sound, and they would just rather someone else do it.
Apparently,
That
it's
is
happened in 2 videos almost in a row, and that's not okay.
Yeah, well, I agree. I don't know why YouTube's got to be prejudiced against Californians. And yeah, Saxius is right about if he's. I don't know. Shit. I don't know. I mean, I was thinking about having a villain open like a gate to the past and start summoning dinosaurs through for some reason.
So they can immediately die from like fucking smallpox. What?
Just because he wants to cause like chaos and shit. That'd be kind of fun. Or
Okay.
I don't know, something else. Hey, look, I'll steal the ninjas and I'll still the freaking mafia city when the time comes.
Okay.
That's right. I'm watching your show and I'm stealing everything.
Go for it.
I know you'd be cool with
Monday
that.
we're back actually. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday next week. We got 3
Nice.
games. And then the Saturday after that, or that Saturday, I think we're playing the heroic game. I think we're finally starting with Shadow in it. I think it's that Saturday. I got to check my schedule. And then the Monday after that, we've got the first of the new Valorous games. So that's going to be a lot of games I'm running.
I think I'm excited to see you run Valorous.
Why?
Because I've looked at the stuff on Patreon and the little quick start thing you did and everything.
Yeah.
And I feel like if I watch you run it, it might make me better at running it when I do get it, which will be sooner than later.
Fair. Also, I've sold no copies overseas yet. So even though I went to all the trouble of using Amazon for my European, British, and Australian fans, none of them have bought the book yet, which breaks my heart.
I'm waiting until the 3rd.
What happens on the 3rd?
Well, so I need to get my mortgage paid. My monthly
Oh, well,
mortgage.
no, absolutely. Always.
Yeah, so
My
The only
channel-
reason I didn't immediately go on when you said it was on Amazon today is because of the same thing, money's tight right this second.
No, I feel you.
I just need to get my priority payments out first. Then I'm getting a soft copy, a physical copy, and I'm getting my digital copy, and then I'm probably gonna quickly get up to speed. And the next thing I'll be shilling is Valorous. Yeah. But on the topic of superheroes, since I'm here with my pom-poms and everything.
Oh, hi.
Hi. I mean, if you want to start bringing in something such as dinosaurs, I mean, I believe one of the world-class campaigns that Bear's running, there was the whole concept of Time Lords. So you can just have villains have been messing around. They messed up the timelines, and now you have a time dilation or a time overlap where dinosaurs and humanity is at the same time. And the superheroes now need to go out and stop that and save it. So you can get your dinosaurs, and you can also have your superheroes at the same time.
Here's
Please don't give Janet any more ideas.
That these two things happened anyway.
What was that, James?
There are people who do believe that dinosaurs and humans lived at the same time.
I mean, there's also the whole concept of like at the center of the Earth's core. That's where the forgotten lands of the dinosaurs exist. But
Yeah, Amarth or whatever it's called.
yeah, my point is like here in heroic, you
I
actually
can't
do that.
quickly. I can't post the link in the thing, but I'll put the UK link in private chat if James wants to copy it over for you, sir.
Yeah.
It's available on Amazon
And
UK.
Chris Lee, Bear runs games.
I run the games on my channel, yeah. But you get,
Yeah,
if you're not into superheroes or my weird fantasy, you're not really going to enjoy the games, to be honest.
He might. Like my channel is just where people come to like get buck wild and talk about whatever comes up. Bear runs like 4 games a week or some shit. Shadow runs some games, or used to at least. Shadow, are you okay, bro? Do you need like a bump or
Seriously,
something?
has the early onset Alzheimer's kicked? Like, what's going on, bro?
No,
You look
I'm
like
sorry.
like
I'm trying to do two
Dad's
things.
lost in his own neighborhood. He thinks it'd be nice to live here if he knew where he was.
He's got this look on his face. I'm thinking, you need a bump? Are you all right? You crashing?
No.
A little
I'm
bump.
just trying to.
Ask your doctor if a little bump's right for you.
Hey, did you hear about that new medication they come up with for lesbians?
Oh, Jesus, what?
It's called tricoxagen.
Listen, Shadow can't take that. He's still getting over his added dick to me.
I heard that from a video with a Sam Squatch in it. You know those videos with the AI Sam Squatch telling stories? That was
Yes.
one of them. He's like,
Yes, I've seen that.
you know,
Yes.
you got the one that's really horrible. And
All right, so quickly, I don't know. I can't get you the link quickly. I'm sorry, you're not on my Discord or anywhere else. So I can give you the link. I put it in private chat if James wants to copy
I
it.
will handle it.
It's in private.
Is-
You can copy it over.
Okay, there it is. I'm doing it right this second.
But sorry, brother.
No, that's Bruce.
Anyway, it's 20 pounds. No, I put it in private. I'll put it again, or maybe scroll down.
No,
I don't know.
I got it. If you're trying to put the link to your Amazon thing, I got it.
Yeah, that's it.
We're
That's
good.
the UK version. It's 20 pounds. I tried to keep it like 20, the equivalent of $20 in
I
every
meant to say
society.
something to you, Bear.
What's that?
I saw the misprinted one, and I actually thought it was pretty good looking, really.
Well,
Like, I had a hard time telling it wasn't.
if you look at it this way, with the proper cover, you notice the green guy's visible, things are centered, the swords are not cut off, and the table isn't right at the edge because they fucked up. But this is the book.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'm telling you, I think the book looks great.
Thank you.
So when it's fixed, it will probably be even better.
I would hope so. I would hope so.
Does armor absorb damage?
No, what it does is it reduces damage. So basically, there's primarily 4 types of damage in the game. There's edged, blunt, energy, and then there's really 3 kinds. And every armor has a rating of minus effect. So everything's based on a rank, right? So, good and excellent, remarkable, whatever. So let's say you're wearing plate armor. Plate armor is like -5 rank shifts to edged damage. It's only like -1 to blunt, though, because you can just pound on a fucking guy.
So
in
if
a
you roll
plate
like
suit.
100 and something and you get a really good category, you shift it.
Yes. And the other bad part is plate mail and chain mail and all the metal armors actually do +2 or so rank shifts to lightning damage. So if you
As
get
they
lightning bolted, it's going to hurt a lot because whereas leather protects you against cold damage and heat damage, stuff
Right.
like that.
Hey, one of the best spells in Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, if you can get it, is Heat Metal.
Oh, nice.
Dude, if you cast Heat Metal on a knight in full plate armor, it just cooks them. It is truly morbid. Like, you really barbecue them in their own suit of armor.
Yeah, I once boiled the eyes out of a giant in Merp.
Yeah.
But I do like the whole aspect because you do then have the players need to take into consideration, what form of armor it is that they have and what they're going up against. So if they know that they're going up against, creatures that are, prone to the elementals or energy, lightning, having things that are either minimizing or at least not making the damage worse is something that they can then account for. So there is a bit of forethought to it all.
Right.
But it is still a dirty, filthy story game at the end of the day, right? So that's
Yeah,
what we
but-
need to keep in mind.
But that's fine though. It's fine to have a game where with the point of this being you are valorous, you are heroic, you are a good a hero that's striving to do good within the world. That's perfectly fine. If I need to do dark, gritty, and soulless things, then there are other games for that. That's fine as well. It's all about picking a lane and being good at that, and then forget about the rest. You don't need to be a versatile, universal game.
It also comes with a full setting, and the game is designed for the setting, like we did it back in the day. It is not a generic fantasy role-playing game.
Yes, and I will have to get acquainted with that.
I know it's hard for
I
you to
have
reuse settings.
I know it's just like I'm gonna have to stop my knee jerk reaction of like, okay, the campaign's done, and immediately throwing the entire book out. I was like, oh no,
What the hell happened to your book? You tore out all the setting information. Man, I was done with it. Man.
I don't know.
He's
It's
got to
just like,
stop his knee jerk reaction of blame the Uden. Anyway, look at that face.
first of all,
So basically,
I am-
Bear, what you said is armor does absorb damage. It just does it in a slightly different way.
it
Yeah, it
lowers
reduces the effect of it. It lowers the effect of it.
Yeah.
So it does, but I am worried about Shadow at this point. Like, really
I'm
worried.
concerned Shadow is like just lost his mind right now and is like free associating. I don't know what's going on with him.
Has Shadow? Are you watching porn or something?
He's watching the security tapes. All of his men have escaped the cages.
I
No,
mean,
dogs.
if you are watching porn, I would say you shouldn't do that. It's
No,
bad.
I'm trying to figure out that problem with the auto dubbing.
Oh,
What, for other
yeah,
languages?
because you definitely have the look of like caveman
No,
concentration.
I thought I followed the directions, did what it said to do, and then I checked on it and still got the auto robot voice instead of my voice. And
Yeah, it takes time. It's called propagation time. This is something we teach in IT to tell people. Tell your customers, give it 12 hours to propagate. If it's not done in 12 hours, then check back with us.
yeah, I'm impatient.
No!
Like that. I mean, before
You-
last, all of YouTube is just gonna
Normally,
be
when
stories.
it comes to tech issues, impatient. YouTube, everything else, I'm good. But when it comes to this,
I don't know.
Bye, squirrel. Be good,
Take
bro.
care.
Bye, squirrel,
Take
be
care.
good.
give me a call, man. You got my number.
Stay safe up there in Ohio.
Ohio.
Or as we call the part of Kentucky somebody was talking about, we call that Northern
Pennsylvania.
Kentucky.
Not
Ohio.
Kentucky.
You enjoyed it. Okay, well,
Yeah, we call that Northern Kentucky, and the Ohio people call it Northern Kentucky too.
Oh, fuck. It's after 7. I got to go eat my supper, boys. Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
meds
yeah.
to take and supper to eat, so I'm gonna bow out. And it was a pleasure being here, even if there were some crazy, weird shit. But it was fun.
Par
It's
for the
always
course.
fun. That's why I
There's
keep coming
always
back.
Crazy weird stuff.
I keep coming back for the crazy, weird shit, and now to provide meme fodder.
Well, yeah. And now you can go eat your dinner, and then you can do whatever you had planned tonight. And that'd be
Literally
awesome.
nothing.
Oh, I thought you had something tonight.
No, I was going to do a radio show, but I'm not going to.
Hey, you are a bad girl. You do what you want.
I am the baddest of the bitches. Bye, guys.
Bye.
see you later, Bear.
Bye, Valorous.
I'm going to.
Yeah.
Well, you wasn't talking to me though.
No, he's talking to me. He knows I haven't bought it yet.
Well, I haven't bought it either, but he knows I'm going to because I'm a Patreon member and all that other bullshit.
Yeah,
too.
I'm a Patreon too, but
And I even went to the highest Patreon. That's right.
I
I didn't go for 5. I went for 10.
Yeah, there we go.
That's right.
I'll get it. I just not right
Which
now.
in Canadian money should pay his rent for like 2 months. Not really.
If only.
Not really.
If only.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I shouldn't even joke because I think their rent's higher than ours is now.
It is ridiculous up there.
Yeah, those guys are getting beat up.
Yeah, there's a
Then
Okay,
again, my house, they sent me my property tax stuff on my house, and somehow it increased in value by like 100 grand in like 3 years. Which you would think that would be awesome, but remember that your property tax is based on the value of the property. So, yay! I'm going to have to pay more property tax, which doesn't seem fair, but it is what it is.
I don't think we have that specifically. I don't know how. Gonna have to revisit how it works in the UK, because what we've got is we've got council tax, and which is like county tax, but it's based around the size of your house, not the value of the house.
Right.
So, but then you've got inheritance tax. Once whenever I
We got
pass
that
away.
too, but
Yeah,
people are trying to get rid of it.
I can understand that you do want to pass something on. I can see why the government's going like, well, we want that. But yeah, it's a bit of details that I.
Well, it just
So
depends
that-
on how much
It
you're
defeats the
trying to
purpose of progress, though, or trying to generate any sort of, generational wealth. If they always get
Yeah.
their hands in it,
I mean, at the very least, go down the route of saying like, okay, there's a roof of how much can be passed on, and then anything above that is then subject to taxation. I think that's at least fair. But regardless, whoever it is technically meant to be targeting will find ways of circumventing it. Whether it's then saying, oh, but it's now all in stocks and shares, so it's all now invested in something else, so it's technically not money.
or you can just open up a family trust and the government.
Yeah, rich people will always find a way to get around it.
Yeah. Oh
But
yeah, absolutely.
They have people who know.
called
Now,
a
the
family
governor
trust.
of the state of Florida has floated the idea that he would like to just get rid of property tax in Florida. Because I guess Florida has so much money, we don't need it.
Yeah.
So that'd be nice. But Kentucky, unfortunately, has a state income tax. That sucks. Because you got to pay the federal government, then you got to pay the state. And as much as I do love Kentucky, you get no services for that money. Like where I live, if your house catches on fire, your best bet is just to get out of it and prepare to buy a new one, because by the time the fire department gets there, it's going to be gone. Because the nearest fire department is like 45 minutes away. And let me tell you, fire will go through a wood frame house way quicker than 45 minutes.
Mm.
And the same with an ambulance. If you're having a heart attack and you call the ambulance, well, you got time to sit down and watch an episode of something. Maybe you can watch an episode of Ricky Gervais show or something while you're waiting. Because unless it's winter, in which case double that. Because I mean, those guys aren't trying to die on a mountain road in the middle of winter with the ice and everything. So they're going to drive slower, And I'm not even complaining. I get it. I totally understand. If you choose to live in the wilderness, an hour away from the nearest anything, you just deal with what happens. You know what I mean? That's the choice you made.
No, I can definitely understand why. You're further away from civilization. You might enjoy the isolation, but it does come with the consequence of your choice that you're further away from civilization.
Exactly.
So yeah.
So a trip to Kroger's is going to take about an hour, there, and then how long, and
that's like some of the people who choose to like live out in the wilderness of Alaska, and they've got like a train that will go through Alaska like once every 2 weeks, and then that's the taxi ride. The train will show up and you have to then be there, wave at it. It'll slow down. You'll get on, and then it'll take you in, and then you have to wait in town till the next one goes.
Yeah,
you can hop off. And then
there are people who live up on the Barents Shelf, and the only way they get anything is by airplane.
Yeah.
So when they order their groceries, they got order for like 6 months, and then it costs more to pay the airplane to deliver it than the groceries. But hey, if you want to live in the land of the polar bears, that's just how it is,
No, absolutely.
If you got that kind of cash, you do it. But then again, if you have a heart attack or a bear eats you, I mean, it'll be a while before anybody knows, because it's just that way. And yeah, and I wouldn't change a thing about where I live. I just recognize the inherent risk of where I live. If you have a heart attack or throw a stroke or something happens, I mean,
No,
you want to live there. So
it's a choice at that point.
yeah, it's a choice. I made a
yes.
choice. I could
Yeah,
live
yeah.
in Somerset or London, Kentucky, not England, and be near a hospital. I could move to Lexington and be near the best hospital. But no, I'm on a mountainside, with not a neighbor within a mile.
Yep.
It's a choice you make. You wouldn't know because you live in Britain, and I don't think they have a lot of that in Britain anymore.
No, so you're not allowed to live off the grid in the UK. But effectively, like if you want to go and be in the wilderness, you can't. There's not any wilderness within Europe, to be quite frank.
Huh.
So, and anything that's designated as "quote unquote" wilderness is then owned by either some form of trust, heritage, or the government. So you're not going to be able to like just go into the middle of the woods and do something there. It's very restrictive, and you can't just buy a plot of land and go, I'm just going to build a house there. It's like, no, you now have to go through the regulations as well. So you don't have that kind of you don't have these what you would probably perceive as be liberties.
Well, I mean, the land I'm talking about living on has been in my family since like 1680.
Yeah, so on that, if I may, James, because there's been recent changes to the laws about land ownership. Well, not ownership, but like the passing on of land specifically for farmers. So if the government values the land to be, for the sake of argument, let's say it's worth £1 million.
Right.
The argument then is that, all right, well, that family then has to pay off, I think it's like something like 10 or so percent of that 1 million in order for them to pay that land tax to then inherit it all over to the next generation. Well, the problem with that is that the farmers are at the moment struggling to hand it over. They can't generate the cash
Right.
to allow them to hand it over to the next generation, which means that they then have to sell it. And there are currently government projects in place where the government is standing poised, ready for this, so that they can buy up a lot of farmlands to discontinue the farms and just plant a lot of trees.
Huh.
Which is, again, there's a bunch of conspiracies about that, about if the government gets control over the agricultural land, they can then have a stronger control over the country, or they're then able to manufacture a crisis for them to oversee.
I think I saw something like that, but it was happening in like Holland, and everyone was super pissed off. Like the farmers were spraying cow poop on like government buildings.
It's been happening in the Netherlands, in Germany, in France, and the farmers have not been happy about
Right. I saw
the
something about
result.
that.
Yeah, so it's been going on for quite a while. It's kind of died down, but that's because the news cycle has basically gone on to say, well, we don't care anymore about this.
Right.
There's still protests happening. There's still noise being made.
I don't live on a farm. I live on a rocky mountainside that nothing would grow on. And my property taxes on 30 acres is about $300 a year.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing anywhere near me that the government would ever want my property. There is an old coal mine on my property, but they've long since boarded it up. So I guess it's played out.
Okay.
But in America, they do have laws where, like, what do they call it? Eminent domain or something like that? Where, like, if the federal government decides that they need that land to build something that would be beneficial to, like, infrastructure, they can pay you whatever the market rate is for that land and then tell you to get off, and you don't have a single say. They just basically roll in and say, we've judged that this land is worth this amount of money, so
Yeah.
here's the money, go away. And people fight it and stuff, but I mean, let's be honest, you're not going to beat the government. I mean,
Oh,
they
no,
have
that's
they
right.
have an endless supply of lawyers and whatever. So it's
They have an endless supply of money.
right. And what's worse is it's your money.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
They have an
You're
endless
right.
supply of your money to use to take your shit.
Well, like it's you're going up against the one entity that can print money. So
Right.
you're not going to win by having more money than them.
Okay, so
gonna-
Daryl said it. You said Netherlands. Is the Netherlands Holland plus Belgium?
No, the Netherlands
What
is
the
the
hell is
official
Holland
name.
now?
Holland is a specific region of the Netherlands.
Okay, so the Netherlands is the country, and Holland
Yeah.
would be like a state within the country.
Yes, that's the simplified version of it. Yeah.
Well, I
So
mean,
you've
you
got-
got to do the simplified version, Saxis. You should know that.
That's fine. Then. Yeah, just trying to like.
I mean, who do you think you're talking to, man? Let's not get too complicated over here. I got a public school education, Calm down.
I was about to say so do I, but that's an absolute lie.
Yeah, I precepted a young woman from Holland when she
Yeah.
was going through paramedic school. She was a very cool little person that had moved over here and decided she wanted to be a paramedic, but not a firefighter. But she had to spend so many shifts with a fire department to learn what EMS was like.
Yeah.
And I was always the guy that had to train these people. She was tall, first off. She was like my height. She was really tall, skinny and really tall and really cool. I really liked her. I thought she would have been a great firefighter, but she wanted to work in a hospital. She was on her way up to get like a nursing degree or something. But
No, that's fair enough.
so that's why I think I got Netherlands in my brain, because she always said, I'm from the Netherlands.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, okay.
I was thinking the same thing, Darren. What do you mean by little person?
She wasn't a little person. This chick was 6 foot.
You
She
said
was
little
a
person.
6 foot tall, skinny blonde.
I think he meant it in an endearing fashion. That's all I can presume. Because you refer. Go on.
Here, some people prefer to call midgets little people or little persons.
Well, if I say someone's little, that's the same thing as saying they're cute.
Okay.
Like,
Right.
it's like, oh, they're just a little sweetie. See, this
Yeah.
girl was almost my height. And she was
See, Daryl and I were thinking hobbits.
but she was just a little sweetheart, She
Okay.
came in, she worked her ass off, and I had a really good time training her. There was no like any weird shit there. She was just a good student, and I really thought, 6 foot woman, she probably could get through the physical part of the fire academy just fine, but she didn't want to do that. So
Yeah.
so we would
No.
take her on rides and she would watch us pick patients up and put IVs in and shit like that. And that's basically it,
Yeah. The Dutch women are very tall. I mean, the Dutch people in full stop are very tall.
Yeah, I think they're the tallest people on average in the world, right?
Yeah, on average, yeah. They're
The
the
people,
tallest.
the ones that live near all the orchids and all the freaking windmills.
Yeah. It makes you wonder, like, what are they feeding them? And then you look into it and you realize actually they're giving all the cows across the Netherlands are given some form of steroids to make them grow quicker. And apparently, it's true though. Like it's a known fact of it. Like apparently, it's been studied. There's no side effects to the people of the Netherlands, except for they're all ridiculously tall. But there's no side effects. But the cows grow a lot quicker as well from these steroids.
Maybe that's a feature, not a bug.
Right.
I think, they've just got like we don't see enough medical problems for this to be a problem. So,
Well,
it's
other
fine.
than her, the tallest people I've ever hung out around is Serbs. I have a Serbian brother-in-law. He's like 6'7", 6'8", 300 pounds. It's like every one of them is just a giant. At least the ones I've seen.
The Balkans are interesting.
Well, Serbians they're a wild bunch. Let me tell you, those guys are
Serbians,
wild now.
yeah, they are a people unto themselves.
And he was covered in like tattoos, and he was the exact right age to have been active back during the whole Yugoslavia thing. And one time I asked him, I was like, "Did you fight for Serbia?" And he's like, "Nah." And I'm like, I don't think I believe this guy. I think he might have. He is the right age and everything, but
I would
whatever.
have to double check which country, but I know the public school I went to in Denmark, one of the teachers that taught Danish was a child soldier during the Yugoslavian conflict. And he then later, be opened up and actually explained to the parents, like, okay, I do have PTSD, I have worked through it, blah 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 blah. But he did explain, like, yeah, he had done some things that he wasn't proud of in his adult years.
My brother-in-law, he always said he never fought in the war, but boy, did he hate Turks. So I get the idea that he did.
Well, that's more of a feature of the geography. That's like me as a Dane going, I don't like Sweden. That's more ingrained to the
Well,
history.
he considered Albanians to be Turks. He didn't call them Albanians. He just called them Turks.
Again,
Hey guys, I gotta go. Family thing. I will talk to you guys later or tomorrow.
Yeah, take care, Shadow.
Well, I'll
Take care,
probably
guys.
cash it in. It's late. And I'll go talk
Fair
to my
enough.
crayon eating Marine brother. See what in the hell he's up to since he's been here for a while.
Makes
And
sense.
Saxius,
Yeah,
you're always invited, bro.
I know.
Thank you.
Thank you for always having me.
You give me good ideas.
That's what I'm here for.
All right. I'll talk to you later, bro.
Bye.
All right. Or as they say in England, bruv.